when I come on the road,
it's actually a salute to Bergman.
When I come on the road, Bergman's the only one I trust to tell me whether or not this whole road Comrex thing is working.
Yeah, by the way, me and Bergman's coming to Bakersfield on Friday.
He is. By the way, we will be in Baker. Well, not we, as in me.
By the way, I think you should change the name of the town where you're going. You're not going to Bakersfield. You're going to Lakersfield.
Lakersfield.
That's when we used to play a preseason game up there. That's what everybody called it.
This Friday, Mason Momo are pressing the flesh in Bakersfield.
Lakersfield,
live from Hard Rock Casino Tahoe, noon to 3. Come hang out, press the flesh, watch the tournament game, see Bergie, and win. Unity by Hard Rock members in attendance could score $100 in free play and a chance at signed sports memorabilia. Not a member yet? Sign up now at ESPNLA.com. Or when you get to the broadcast, when you see Mace's beautiful hair, you could say, hey, sucker, I want to join. Hard Rock Casino Tahoe. This is how SoCal plays. You see I'm wearing the official Hard Rock Casino Tahoe hat.
My mom made a donation at Hard Rock.
Is she going to come Friday?
I don't think she's. By the way, Bergman's. Why doesn't your mom come? As if Palm Springs is really close to Bakersfield.
Well, you just take that one freeway that goes
Nothing
across.
is close to Bakersfield.
No, Bakersfield is like, no, Mom is not coming to the show
but
on Friday.
Mom and Not Stepdad Leo could shoot some of their OnlyFans content.
Oh, that's true. They could do a shot there. Yeah, they can do that.
Why not?
Yeah. Mom's been on she claims she's been on a roll.
Gambling-wise or OnlyFans-wise?
On the penny slots.
Oh, okay.
On the penny slots.
Those penny slots, you can get after.
Yeah, you can. All right, so we're doing a little Dodgers kind of taking player by player and talking about our expectations for this year. And why don't we do Max Muncy? So Max Muncy, John, is projected for 18 and a half home runs. Do you like the over? Do you like the under? Max Muncy, 18 and a half home runs.
I think the over is the play there, but he's got to stay healthy.
Yep.
And I think that's why that number is so low. He gets hurt every year. I'm going to go over.
BC?
Also going to go over.
M?
I'll make it over as well.
Yeah.
Max likes to mash.
He's got to get to 20. RBI totals for Max in 2026. The over-under 65 and a half.
And where's he hitting right now, if we saw the lineup?
6th or 7th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably 7th.
65 and a half RBIs.
I'm going over.
M?
Over.
Brian?
You said 65?
65.
Oh, over.
I think he's going to just barely get over. I think 68, 70 RBIs is probably Max Muncy this year. So we're all over on that one. By the way, we're winding up over on a lot of them because we have such high expectations.
Right,
for
but
this
let me
team.
ask you this: Max Muncy games played. If I set the over under at 120, do you take the over or the under? That means he would miss 42 games.
I think. Let's do it. Do you want to do it? Let's do it by at bats. How many at bats do you think he'll have?
I'm gonna say 400.
I think he goes a little over 400, but it's going to be critical that he stays healthy. He will miss a chunk. Yep. He will miss probably 45 games, is my guess.
Well, I said, my number was 42, so that's a good number.
Yeah, you're right.
So you
you're
would
right on
take
it.
the under for 120. If I set over under at 120, you'd go under.
I would go under. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But Max. And by the way, I think this may be Max's last contract year with the Dodgers. Might be. He's been such a huge part of their success.
So I saw Pepe Montilla walk in.
Yeah, Pepe.
Is he now not coming in?
I don't know. I think at some point.
Hey, if I set the over-under on Shohei at 150.
150 RBIs?
No, 150 games played.
Oh, I'm taking the over barely.
I think he's right at that number.
Yeah, that's very close to being on the number.
Yeah, I'll be optimistic and say over, but it's going to be close.
So, John, there's one thing that you don't do that most of us do. I do it really well. I am so good at it. I do it for 10 hours a night.
Okay, what?
Sleep.
Yeah.
You're the worst sleeper there is.
I'm the worst sleeper I know.
But Sean McVay used to be like that.
Yeah, this clip is a little older, but the first time I heard it was yesterday, and it made me feel even worse. Here's McVay talking about, I used to include him in my group. Me, Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant, Bill Clinton, people that only need 4 hours of sleep a night. Sean McVay used to be with us, and now he's with you.
I used to almost think it was cool to be able to get away with not sleeping. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's crazy to me though, because when your job is to deal with people, and to be patient and to be understanding and to communicate, to connect and to listen, to understand, you got to establish healthy habits that are in alignment with sustaining this when there's a lot of external stressors that the season entails. So it's those things. I think it's being aware of when you get to a position where you're irritable, you're not being the person you want to be, taking a step back, going and working out, going for a walk, breathing exercises, doing the sauna.
Yeah, so he's now in on sleep.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing, and I will speak for all of us in the have trouble sleeping crowd.
Right.
It's not that we don't want to sleep.
Yeah, you try. You take some
It's that we're
supplements and whatnot.
incapable of it. I'll give you an example. Last night, so the game ends. By the time I got back here, it was a pretty late game. It tipped 8:40 in Houston. I got back here a little after midnight. By the time I wound down after the game, it was 2:30. I took a bunch I took 2 Advil PM. I took a sleep gummy. I took 1 Unisom. I mean, I'm piling them on. And I still only slept for 6 hours.
How is that? That's like a sleep bomb.
I know.
You took a little sleep bomb and you still can't sleep.
And I only slept for 6 hours.
Wow.
Which for me, by the way, is pretty good.
Yeah, 6 hours is a lot for Johnny.
That is a lot for you. By the way, you know
so
who?
if that's what I got to do to get 6 hours, I'll do it. But I'm so frustrated when people, like what Sean just said, he goes, that's the dumbest stuff I ever heard. You got to sleep more. Duh.
Yeah.
It's like I think I gotta breathe more. I mean, come on. Ariana Huffington wrote a book called Sleep.
Yeah.
And she spent the first 6 chapters of the book explaining why it's so important that you get a full night's sleep.
Right.
And I almost literally tracked her down. I said, you moron. Why would you write a book for people like me that have trouble sleeping and then spend 6 chapters telling me how important it is? I said, why do you think I bought the book? I didn't even finish it.
You did not finish the book.
She's too big of an idiot.
She's an idiot and a moron wherever you are, Ariana Huffington.
Ariana Huffington. If you're going to write a book for people that don't sleep and you're going to tell us how to sleep, don't spend 6 chapters talking about how important it is. Why do you think we bought the book?
By the way, you know who's a maniac about sleep? Shohei. He
Tom
says
Brady.
Sleep is his top priority. Shohei sleeps 10 to 12 hours a night and also sometimes takes a 2-hour nap before games.
I would kill if I to take a 2-hour nap.
And do you know he travels with his own mattress and pillows and all that stuff?
So he's like, Emily, have pillow will travel?
Yeah, he travels with a Nishikawa air mattress and,
shouts out.
and pillows.
Shouts out indeed.
Yeah, probably another sponsor at Dodger
Definitely.
Stadium.
By the way, so 1:30, Dr. Robert Clapper will join us. He's got a whole session planned to tribute John Ireland. And at 4:15 this afternoon with DeMarco and Travis, the afternoon show, Bob Chesney, UCLA football head coach.
Who
He's going to
has
join
been
us.
not coming on our show, even though I have requested several times.
Maybe he likes DeMarco.
The Ches is
He
avoiding
has
us.
been avoiding us.
Maybe he
the
doesn't like
plague.
Mace.
No, we're on at a weird time for a football coach.
Okay.
Yeah, but by the way, this is once we get into
All right,
the
so
season.
M's already hating on the
I
Ches.
have one-sided beef with Bob Chesney.
Yeah, it's you versus the Ches.
Well, Lincoln Riley's never comes on either.
That's true.
Actually,
also
Lincoln
one-sided
Riley,
beef.
Lincoln Riley did do a half hour with us last summer.
And
Not
he'll
on
do
our
it.
show.
You weren't
it was
here,
on
but
the
he was
Trojans Live.
No, it was on this show.
We did it.
Okay.
You were there.
You guys
No,
were
I
live.
wasn't there.
And we'll do it again this summer.
Yeah, no, we had Lincoln on for like a half
Like
hour.
a media day
So
special.
it's like LeBron will get him once a year?
Exactly. Just like that. All right, coming up next for you, Sports Graffiti. You know the number by now, or maybe you don't. 213-799-0139.
213-799-0139.
You can call in, talk Lakers. Again, big win last night versus Houston as they solidify themselves as the 3rd seed, at least for the moment, getting ready for another game against Houston tomorrow night. World Baseball Classic tonight, USA versus Venezuela. LeBron is the so-called third banana on this Lakers team. All that stuff. 213-799-0139. Your calls next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. You know I love Cosm. One of my favorite things to do is to watch a game at Cosm because it's an immersive experience. It's like these gigantic, massive wraparound displays. And when you watch a game at Cosm, You feel like you're at the game. It's like you're courtside. And it is the place to be for March Madness. You can watch the games in shared reality. Every dunk, every assist, every three-pointer you will see in shared reality. It's incredible. You're in the middle of the action, and you're surrounded by fans. By the way, also in the hall, there are screens everywhere. You can watch every single game all at the same time. I'm telling you, Cosm, unbelievable experience. You got to be there to check out March Madness, and you can step up your game in the first round with VIP all-exclusive premium food and beverage packages, including house beer and wine. For more information on all of their upcoming events and to get tickets, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, Cosm.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Purple and gold-blooded. The Lake Show play here.
Tomorrow, it's round 2 in Houston. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Houston Rockets run it back at the Toyota Center for the second straight showdown.
LeBron to Reeves, three-pointer. Good. Lakers lead.
Same court, same matchup, but a whole new battle as both teams adjust. Coverage begins tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Every dribble, every dunk. This is the home of the Lakers. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Mike, in sports, dynasties don't happen by luck. They happen with culture, coaching, and execution.
That's exactly how we run Rotolo Chevrolet, with all of those ingredients.
So how much of that is why you've been number one 14 years in a row?
When you put all those ingredients together and your processes stay in place, you're going to get great results.
And if you come to the store, you're going to find out why you're number one.
That's what it's all about. Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
From the showroom to the service bay, everyone is at the top of their game. Rotolo Chevrolet, built like a champion, driven to win. Visit RotoloChevy.com.
Hey, everybody, it's Cappy here to talk to you about Prize Picks. And, of course, I want to remind you, first and foremost, download the Prize Picks app today. Use my code Cappy. Get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 in lineups. That's code Cappy to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. So, listen, here's the thing. Right now, basketball season, you got to shoot your shot, man. Prize Picks, you get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Come on, that's $50. They make every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting. I'm literally following the game while I'm on the Prize Picks app, and it's so easy to play. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get them right, you're cashing in. Now, I like a little flex play because you don't have to get everything right to still win. But on the other hand, the power play, you got a much bigger shot. Prize Picks is a great way to put your takes to the test. So download the Prize Picks app, use my code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Cappy to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
2 minutes after 1 o'clock of Live Imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence. Or the biggest show on the radio, the Hall of Famers. The guys that tell everybody else how it's done. A man that Steve Hartman wishes he could be as good as. Mason and Ireland.
Yes.
It's time for Sports Graffiti. Take it away, Mason.
All right. We got one line open. 213-799-0139. Let us start out in Bakersfield, where I'm going to be on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Perry is there. Hey, Perry, what's going on, man?
Oh, I'm going to see you Friday, but the Steve Hartman thing's got to end. He's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I'm with you. Preach, man.
I figured you were. About a month ago, I called in as you and Momo were on, and I was venting about how the NBA is so hard to watch that I'm more interested in the off-season or the trade part of it. But I got to take some of that back and say, you know what? Right now is such good basketball. Not that they're just winning, which is great, but it's how they're winning. It excites me that next year, when LeBron moves on, that we have.
Oh, did we lose
We
him?
lost him there, but I know exactly where he was going.
Point across,
yeah,
though.
I mean, if you look at this right now and you imagine Luka and Austin moving forward, LeBron moving on, and Rob Pelinka with the chance to build around those two guys with some athletic 3-and-D players, I think the future is actually really bright.
I do, too. And what's interesting is, think about this. We don't have to talk about it during Sports Graffiti, but it'll be fun to kick around in the future. What if they go on a heater, make a deep playoff run, let's say they go to the finals, and LeBron says, you know what, I really want to stay in L.A. And if the Lakers will give me a minimum contract, I'll do it. What do you do then?
Oh, for a minimum contract? A veteran's minimum?
Well, I think a veteran minimum for him, because he's been around for 21 years, is probably a little higher than it is for a typical player. I'll find out what.
I don't
how
know
much
what
it would
his.
be.
But I mean, if you can't get a better player for a veteran's minimum than LeBron
not.
James.
But
So
how many listeners have we heard from that want him out?
Yeah, although it's, as they win, it cools down. I've not had an anti-LeBron call in a couple of days here. Let's go to Freddie in San Bernardino. Freddie, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man, what are you doing?
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Let's keep it going with the cheerful Laker talk.
Excellent.
And let's take a good look at LeBron and give him his flowers. Especially for all the things people have said. The man's 41 years old, and if you look at the top 10 41-year-olds that have played the game, look at his stats compared to these gentlemen, including 15 to 20 more minutes a game played.
Oh, to your point,
it's stunning.
Vince Carter was the best 40-year-old in NBA history. He averaged 8 points a game. LeBron averages 3 times that. I mean, he's rewriting what a 40-year-old is in the NBA.
Exactly. And the last thing, really quick, is I love what they're doing now, and I love the fact that LeBron has accepted the third option and has really bought into that. Here's why. What it's doing is he's not using up all of his energy on the offensive side of the ball.
Right.
So he's conserving some of that energy for the defense, which I noticed, which is huge.
Yeah, I mean, of course, famously now, diving on the floor the other night in that game, that's something you're not used to seeing, one of the great players in the history of the game do. But he's doing whatever it takes to win. He's putting team first. And, John, there's somebody giving LeBron flowers. Look how the worm has turned, John.
Wow. On this show, someone praising LeBron.
LeBron love. Let's go to Bob in the Valley. Hey, Bob, you're on Sports Graffiti. What are you doing, man?
I'm just listening to your show, and I think I've got 2 words that'll make you, Mace, very happy because it makes you win the argument on the 83-point controversy.
Yep.
Bob Costas, what would he say? And you admire him. It's a farce to get that in the record books because we all care about Wilt and Kobe, and those records are important. And now you've got a jerk playing with people that, are giving him the points so he can also be on the record book, which is now, at the very least, should be an asterisk. Comedy performance for 83 points. What do you think Bob Costas would say? I think he would support Mace.
I actually believe Bob Costas would probably be on my side of this discussion, John.
Although, I'll say something about what he said. Bam Adebayo is not a jerk.
Oh, no, Bam is not a bad guy. It was just badly handled.
He's a very well-respected player that, I think finds himself in the middle of a controversy because the supposed Heat culture didn't show up when it was, fourth quarter and they were up by 20. So, I mean, it's there's nothing you can do about it. It's in the books now, and the more we get away from it, like 10 years from now, people will just say, yeah, he did. He scored 83 points.
Yeah, I'll always remember 81. 81's the big number. Let's go to Big Rob in Inglewood. Big Rob, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, man.
What's up, guys? You guys know I'm usually a LeBron James hater, but the other night when he dove on the floor, oh, my God, that did it for me. I'm like, you know what, hey, this guy's doing whatever it takes for this team to win, and as long as he has that mindset, we have a good chance in the playoffs to advance and keep advancing and keep advancing. But the one thing I want to ask you guys, don't you guys think that I remember when we had a guy named Lamar Odom playing power forward, and when he got the rebound, he could just push the ball up the floor like a point guard. I really think LeBron should be playing power forward, and that way, leave Aiden on the bench. That guy irks me, all right? Leave Aiden on the bench, put LeBron at power forward, and run and gun.
Okay.
LeBron plays power forward now.
Yeah, I mean, he's in that dunker position. He's unbelievable in transition.
If his point was he should play the 4, that's where LeBron is now. I mean, you look at that lineup. The 2 guards are Austin and Luka. They're playing Marcus Smart at small forward.
Yep.
And they're playing LeBron at the 4 and Ayton at the 5. So he's kind of getting what he wants.
Yeah, he is getting what he wants. And the other thing is, I mean, the role is interesting because LeBron can be in that dunker role. He can be he's one of the best fast break players in the league, one of the best transition players there is. I mean, when he goes to the basket, look the hell out.
Right.
You know, and it's interesting because Luka and Austin are best in the half court, and it's almost like LeBron, the old guy, is the one that wants to run.
Right. I can't say enough about the adjustments that LeBron has made. It's one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, the Lakers have won 9 out of 10.
Can you believe how much LeBron love there is on the phones today?
I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it.
Somebody, come on, restore order to the universe. Maybe it's Frankie in Long Beach. Frankie, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man, what are you doing?
What it do, babies? It's your boy Frankie D. Fresh, and I want to say I started off listening to Mason in Ireland back when I was picking up poop in the box for a medical lab.
That a boy.
Nice.
And second off, I want to invite everybody, especially you, Steve Mason, to come watch me DJ this weekend at the Bamboo Club in Long Beach. I'm going to be spinning your favorite vinyl records.
Oh, oh, God, they're so much better. Vinyl records are so much better, right, Frankie D. Fresh?
Yeah, I'll play When Doves Cry, so it's like you're back at WQRD.
There you go. You're very close. I have often talked about playing When Doves Cry for the first time on WRQN. WRQN.
I feel like you make up the letters every time.
WRQN. No, I
feel like they're slightly different every time.
WIN,
93Q WRQN. That
Okay.
was the station in Toledo.
Cut that.
1027 WNEW.
By the way, do you remember who played the program director Pig Vomit in Private Parts?
It was Bart, not Bart Giamatti. It was Paul Giamatti.
That's right.
His dad was Bart.
Yep. WNBC.
WNBC. Yeah, I always got criticized because I say W so much.
It's a very crispy W.
WNEW. WNEW.
Well, you had two of them there.
Yeah, got a double W. Let's go to Rick and Whittier. Hey, Rick, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, John, I want to get your take on this. I love the LeBron talk, so I was going to talk about LeBron, but let me scratch that real quick. I was watching the game yesterday, and I know Kevin Durant is a good player. He's one of the superstars still in the NBA. But he has one of the bad low IQ as a basketball player I have seen. He had a backcourt violation, and he had an 8-second violation.
Yeah.
And I was watching the game yesterday saying, what is going on? I mean, I'm happy the Lakers won, but still, as a fan of the NBA, I can't believe what I was watching.
Yeah, that's very un-Kevin Durant-like.
Yeah, the
to
8-second
back up,
violation.
To back up into the backcourt without knowing it, and the 8-second violation. The Rockets looked a little broken to me, but you got to watch them tomorrow night because they didn't like getting embarrassed the other night. I think they're going to get Alpi Şengün back, and tomorrow night will be harder to win than last night was.
All right. Hey, thanks for all the calls during Sports Graffiti. I want to do this one thing real quick, John. So I
Okay.
mentioned Shohei Ohtani. Listen to a quick interview he did after the 18-inning playoff game last year in the playoffs to the Dodgers.
The next game, I will remind you, you are the starting pitcher in the next game. We saw Dave Roberts, your manager, check on you in the 11th inning. How do you feel, and how will you feel tomorrow?
今日の試合の展開っていうところもあって、明日の状態、投げることに関してどう思いますか？もう早く帰って寝て明日に備えたいです。I want to go to sleep as soon as possible so I can get
want to go
ready.
to sleep as soon as possible. See, Shohei's serious about sleep, John. You need tips from him.
Yeah, if anybody's got ideas how I can sleep without taking tons of sleeping pills, I'm more. And by the way, I've tried all the don't watch TV at night, take a shower before you go to sleep, do an hour of darkness before you go to sleep. None of
Did
it
you do no screens? Like no screens
Yeah.
for
all those, after 6 o'clock? I
all
did
those
that.
little tricks.
Yeah, it just I've accepted.
What
the
about
fact that
Ambien?
I'm-
Ambien?
I have it, but my doctor doesn't want me to take it every day.
Oh, okay.
He says because it could be super addicting.
So
I've
you're
gotta
just
come up-
on the Tylenol PMs.
Yeah, I will take Ambien once a week, but that's all I'm allowing myself.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. If I took it every day, I would sleep. But my doctor doesn't want me taking it every day.
Okay, coming up next for you, we are going to be joined by Luke Robitaille. That is his evil laugh. He is always thrilled to be with us, and he will join us next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN LA.
Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon before Mason and Ireland.
Does the league need to do something? And by that, I mean this. In this new league year window where you could do whatever you want, 2 days of negotiating, right? Any trades that happen before it or during it should be transacted on the spot. What are we waiting for? Why do trades have to wait, right? Why do trades have to wait? I need an answer to that. I haven't gotten a good answer to that. Obviously, physicals need to be made, and everybody believes that it's not a failed physical. Everyone knew what his knee problem is. It's not like buyer beware. They were aware. But does the league need to do something about that? Because they're not going to step in and say the Ravens did something off because it's not official. It's the yellow line. This whole thing is the yellow line until 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon before Mason and Ireland. The Rich Eisen Show on LA's mega sports station, ESPN.
ESPN LA.
I look good behind the wheel of a caddy. Some say it's a gift. I say it's my legacy. Buckle up for the top reasons to visit Morongo.
We're giving away a Cadillac Escalade IQL the 29th. Earn entries now playing your favorite games, and you could drive home in a new Cadillac.
Number 2.
We're your spring break headquarters. Book your spring break good times getaway today.
And the number 1 reason.
The Band Perry, live March 28th. Get tickets now.
Morongo, good times.
ESPN LA family, on personal injury attorney Joseph S. Normand. 2026 marks 15 years that you've trusted me to represent you. When you're hurt and down, I'm honored to fight for you in personal injury cases when it matters most. Numbers don't lie. I'm the real deal. The voice you hear is a voice you get. If you've been injured in an accident, call 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, built on trust, proven by results.
Everything comes down to one night in Costa Rica. After a 1-1 draw in LA last week, the Black and Gold head to Central America for the deciding second leg against Alajuelense in the CONCACAF Champions Cup round of 16.
Hey, this is Son Heung-min.
It is Denis Bouanga, Los Angeles Football Club.
90 more minutes to decide who moves on. Los Angeles Football Club versus Alajuelense.
ESPN LA is Black and Gold.
Pre-game gets going tonight at 5:30 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
This college basketball tournament moment is brought to you by Marriott Bonvoy.
In the 2019 NCAA tournament, 12-seeded Murray State was led by projected lottery pick John Morant. In the opening round against 5th-seeded Marquette, Morant put up a rare triple-double, scoring 17 points, 16 assists, and 11 rebounds.
Obviously, I wouldn't be able to get a triple-double without my teammates making shots.
He followed that with 28 points against 4th-seeded Florida State.
Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Clinton Yates here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast. Others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
117 on a live imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence. Kings beat the Rangers yesterday. They get ready for the Flyers on Thursday.
Did.
And the one and only Luke Robitaille now joins us, as he does each week, for the Luke Robitaille Show on your home of LA Kings hockey, ESPN LA, Mace.
Luke, what is happening, man? You there? Maybe not.
We could be taking a
yes,
phone.
I'm here. I'm here.
There's Luke.
Jeez, what are you doing there,
I thought
Luke?
the great Mike Altieri got involved and cut the phone lines.
Well,
I know he did. No, I got back late last night and I had to mute. Sorry, as I was waiting for you guys.
No worries.
I screwed that up.
No worries.
No worries.
How are you?
Hey,
Good, man.
Luke. Hey, Panarin, Artemi Panarin is still piling up points. Another assist last night. He now has 13 points in 11 games as a King. But yet you've only got 5 wins in those 11 games. Luke, how do you turn what Panarin is doing into more wins, or can you?
Oh, yeah, we can. I mean, the way it works, like I would say in all the sports, that when your team plays a certain way, you start feeling comfortable. You know, we came back from the break and we played 2 games, and he was part of that. We didn't like the way we played. We talked about it, you guys, and we switched coach, and then we lost one. We liked the way we played, but we had 6 injuries. And then since then, we started playing much better. I mean, you guys are looking at it from 11 game. We're looking at it. We went 3-1-1 on the last road trip. And
really
getting
good
on
trip.
the road at this time of the year, it's a hard thing. So it's the way our entire team is playing. We're way more aggressive. We're attacking the net. We're creating, we call it creating traffic around the net. And then because we got a guy like Panarin where everybody understands his skill level's higher, so everybody seems to have a role now. And when you're in a team and you understand your role, it makes you much better. And that's probably the biggest thing we got going down the stretch for us this year.
So, Luke, Andre Kopitar broke the record.
To Kempe, to Clark, this side Panarin, right in front. Yes! He scored! Kopitar has done it! He has passed Dion! Unbelievable!
So you played with some of the greats in your days, Luke. Where does Kopi rank? Does he remind you of anybody you've seen in your career? And what is his legacy as a King?
I mean, his legacy, I think he's going to be known as, if not the greatest Kings ever. I mean, the fact that he was part of the championship team for 2 years, he was the number 1 center when we won, and what he's done his entire career playing this type of game, that the way he plays, he gave us like an identity for years as an organization, and that's what makes him so special. I mean, in the game of hockey, he ranks as one of the top centermen of all time that plays both ways. You know, there's some guys that are really good offensively, some guys are really good defensively. He's one of the very rare one that could do both. And he's probably right there, number 1 and number 2 in the history of the game, which is amazing what he's done.
Luke Robitaille is our guest. All right, Luke, I'm going to ask you a general hockey question. Austin Matthews is the best player on the Maple Leafs. He was the captain of USA's gold medal winning team. He was knocked out for the season last week when Radko Gudas hit him and knocked him out for the year. Gudas was suspended 5 games for the hit. What surprised me, Luke, was when you played, if somebody took out your best player, Marty McSorley would immediately go over and beat him up. You know, there was a price to pay for taking out the other team's best player. Are you surprised the Ducks didn't react more forcefully to Austin Matthews? Or, I mean, the Maple Leafs didn't react
Leafs, yeah.
More forcibly?
I think everyone, sometimes, unfortunately, you know, I don't want to defend the guy, but the way things happen on the ice. That being said, there's some teams in this league that when that happens, right away there's a reaction. The guys that happened to be on the ice when it happened didn't react.
Right.
And then what happened right away is the referee grabs the guy who hit the guy, and they start going. And then next thing you know, if you don't react within like 3 seconds of that, it's almost too late because the referees know they grab everyone and they go away. So then it looks worse. So it seemed like the reaction from the Maple Leafs was too long, and next thing you know, it was too late. And they try to react later, but it doesn't mean anything. You have to react right away. It's an instinct you have as a team, and truly the guys that were on the ice didn't have that for their team at that time. And I am a little surprised because that can't happen. It's not a clean hit. That's why he got suspended. So
right.
You have to react. You have no choice.
Luke,
you know?
I can't remember if we've asked you about this before or not, but there are a lot of people that want to, fans of Olympic hockey where there is no fighting. If you fight in the Olympics, you're out not only for that game but for the next game, so nobody fights. In the NHL, you can, and it kind of serves as the game polices itself, I've heard you say before. Would you be in favor of eliminating fighting in the NHL and making it more like the Olympics, or do you like it the way it is?
I would be in favor, like if there were a little bit of a stricter rule that if you fight, you can't play that game. But I don't think guys should be suspended the next game because you still got to police yourself. It still would happen, and especially during the course of an 82 games, if something were to happen and the guy's not playing he's not finishing the game, I'm okay with it because guys would still police themselves. people forget in hockey, you have a tool in your hand that makes it a little bit, dangerous. So you got to be, sometimes if you don't have any fighting allowed, smaller guys can use the stick to do the wrong thing. So every once in a while, if the bigger guys say, hey, that's enough, I'll beat you up, you just don't do it. So that's the theory behind it. So I think if they tighten up the fighting and the perceptions, there are less and less fightings, I think it's better for our game, though.
So I am a super dumb, immature hockey fan. When I go to games, I was there a couple of weeks ago, and there was a fight during the Calgary game, and I'm like, that is really – the fight was like one of the – the win was the highlight, but the fight was like next up. I love a good hockey fight. Do you think there's ever any chance that they will get completely rid of it?
No, I don't see that. I mean, I think it's, even our commissioner has talked about it, and it goes to committee every year, and it seems to always be part of it. I think fighting is probably down 80% in our game from example, in the 90s when I played. So it's way, way down, but it's still part of it just to police, like what happens that can, if a guy's too disrespectful to another teammate. That's kind of the way it happens in our game, now.
Luke, last night Adrian Kempe was a scratch right after warm-ups. You guys won the game, by the way, 4-1. The Kings beat the Rangers. Yeah. Is Kempe okay? What do you know about that?
Well, I know, but I can't tell you.
Oh, you can't.
Because we call it a lower body injury, guys.
I got you.
You got middle upper body or lower body. One of these days, someone's going to say a middle body injury, but we're not there yet. So he got hurt like a couple games ago, and he played the next game, and he just was not able to play last night. So we're hoping that he's able to play Thursday. And hockey players are crazy and tough, and this is one of those things that later you learn what the injury was, and you gain a ton of respect for that person.
We mentioned Kopi broke the record, the points record for the Kings. April the 2nd is Anze Kopitar Legacy Night. What do you guys have planned?
We're just going to honor him for all his accomplishment this year, playing 1,500 games on one team. It's very rare in our game. Obviously, beating the all-time Kings record. We didn't want to do it the last game of the year because the goal is we're trying to get in and then create some damage in the playoffs. So we thought let's honor him maybe a week ahead so we could just do it properly. So there's going to be a few surprises on that day, but it'd be fun for all the fans to come and have an opportunity to congratulate him and thank him for what he's done for all those years. But hopefully we could keep him playing with us till June, especially the way he's playing the last couple of weeks. He's really taken on the lead of this organization, playing with Panarin and Kempe.
So you guys are doing a Kopi-inspired Letterman jacket jersey thing that looks really – I'm looking at a picture of it right now. I would like to do the show that day wearing that jersey if you can get us one.
Done. Deal. Guys, let me know how many you need and the size, and I'll bring them over.
Beautiful.
We will do it, man. That is
awesome.
Hey,
Luke, keep it up. The team's looking way better. They're looking good now. Keep it up.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, guys.
Okay. See ya.
Thanks,
Hopefully
Luke.
Talk with you guys with great news next week. Okay,
awesome,
bye-bye.
man. Awesome. There's Luke Robitaille joining us every week on the show. I think –
Did you hear that what he just slipped in there at the end?
What?
I'll talk to you guys with some great news next week, hopefully.
What is that?
That is a tease, is what that is.
But, I mean, what could that – they're past the trade deadline.
I know.
What could the good news be?
Maybe it's just that he's bringing us jerseys. I don't know.
Maybe that's what it is, yeah. Hey, you know who's coming up next, John?
How are you?
He's
so excited.
So ready for this segment is going to be. And, we'll play it on Saturday morning during the Weekend Warrior show. But he is so excited for this.
Yes.
Dr. Robert Clapper with a Glaze Fest.
And I will just say, he
wants. Is the YouTube still down, Chris?
No, it's back up now.
They love glazing in the YouTube.
I want to say he is going to relate what you do to one of your favorite musical artists.
Excellent.
We will do that coming up next.
Is it Katy Perry?
It is not Katy Perry. No left shark on this one.
Just checking.
Dr. Clapper's next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, time to talk about BBGO. If you are watching a Lakers game and you need food, you got people over, you're having a watch party, you got to go with BBGO. It's perfect for that. when it comes to Korean flavor, Bibigo goes all in. The food's great, bold, packed with flavor, but it's comforting, and there's something for everybody. Bowls, dumplings, fried rice, whatever you're looking for, they got it. And here's the best part. You just throw it in your freezer, and when your friends come over, you just heat it up. And if they don't show up, you've got something the next time. You just leave. I have Bibigo in my freezer 24/7, 365. It reminds me what it feels like to go all in. So the next time you're gathering with friends, vibe on a wave of Korean food and culture with Bibigo. You can get it at your local grocery store in the Asian and freezer aisles. Bibigo for it, and bring something different to the table.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
So when you're cheersing, always look directly in the eyes.
You know why?
Yeah.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Yeah. Look in the eyes to everybody.
Do you know why?
There's one more about a toast. You can't toast with water.
Yeah,
no,
that's
bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
What was it, what, Laura?
Do you know why the looking in the eyes?
Yeah, otherwise you have bad sex.
Yeah, 7 years of bad sex.
Yep. Look directly
Yes,
in the
I
eyes.
always do that. I
gotta start
looking in the eyes.
Right? Yes, in the eyes. Yeah. Absolutely.
If she refuses to toast with you anymore, then you know you're really in trouble.
Every time we cheers, Gene goes,
yes.
Right in the eye.
Yes. I knew I loved her. I knew I loved her.
We don't normally toast. We do this thing called pressure. You have to hold your beer or drink.
Really?
Like hold it for a minute and then make eye contact with everybody.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
No! It's just a golf lesson, champ. Loosen up.
I can't. See that Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah.
I only paid.
Finish up on your own. I gotta run.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end March 31st. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates to third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
1:32 on a live imaging Tuesday.
Yeah.
Mason in Ireland. Oh, we have waited for this all day.
Katie.
There's Katy Perry.
Yeah.
The great Dr. Robert Clapper. You hear the Weekend Warrior Show presented by Cedars-Sinai. Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. And Clapper is ready with a very special segment. Good afternoon, Dr. Clapper.
Thank you so much, Chris and Emily and Brian, for making this happen. So I'm driving Saturday night because I want to get up before the sun comes up to go surfing in Ventura.
That's right.
And I'm in my truck and I'm listening to the Laker game. It's like the greatest thing in the world. I'm about to go surfing. It's going to be pitch black, and I get to listen to the game. I've been a season ticket holder from Kobe's first season for his entire career, and I've been listening, like we all have in L.A., to the great ones, to Chick Hearn, to Vince Scully. And I've been there for the beginning when John Ireland started. And I'm a surgeon, so in the course of my journey, I've gotten to take techniques from other Mount Rushmore surgeons and make it part of my own. And I got to tell you, finally, it's a style that is unique and special to John Ireland. We need to cherish him. Not just because I'm a guest on the radio, but just as a Laker fan. There is a little Chick, there's a little Vin, but it's all so wonderful, his own style. So let's play what I heard driving up to Ventura on Saturday night.
8 seconds left.
He gives it to Luka. Luka dribbles left. Luka's got a step. Luka falling away. Got it! Got it! Got it! Got it! Got it! Less than a second left. Jokic. No good. Game over. Wait a minute. Why is there 0.5 on the clock?
No, they called timeout. Denver called timeout before the ball was inbounded.
What a shot by Luka.
Got it.
The pace, the loud, the soft, the information. What I really have always realized, but we all need to be educated by Steve Mason and John Ireland about what a craft and what a gift it is to be able to use your voice as part of the game. And here's a Clapper vision. What I immediately thought about was who else used their voice as part of the band, as part of an instrument. And it's none other than the great one, Frank Sinatra. And I'll tell you a little more about this song, written in 1954, but wasn't sung by Frank Sinatra till 1964. And the tempo was upgraded by none other than Quincy Jones and Count Basie. Listen to pace. Listen to the John Ireland of music, Frank Sinatra.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me.
So, John Ireland, take us through your journey. Tell us how you think about the emphasis, the pause, the time for the crowd to speak, the information that needs to be given. Tell us what it was like and how you borrowed from these great guys to make your own style.
First of all, Dr. Clapper, thank you for that. That was very nice. You comparing me to Frank Sinatra is like the ultimate compliment.
Right. John loves Sinatra.
I'm a huge Sinatra guy, so that is like no one's ever done that. So thank you. What I would say is the best tip that Chick gave me before he died was take care of the guy in the car. If I'm being honest, most people, and you were like this, are driving home trying to get to their television so they can watch the Laker game. In some cases, they may not have time to get to a TV, and I'm their only lifeline. So I try and make them feel like they're there. If you listen to me do a game, Dr. Clapper, you'll hear me describe the colors of the uniforms and whether they're moving left or right or whether they're inside one half. I'm just trying to paint a picture, what Chick used to call a word's eye view of everything going on in that game at the time. And because I grew up at the Church of Chick, you'll hear me use, and I think one of the reasons why you like me is you'll hear me steal Chick's signature lines, the vocabulary he developed, the dribble drive, yo-yoing up and down, put him in the popcorn machine. That call that I did, got it, I completely took from Chick. There was a game in Atlanta when Chick was in his heyday, and Byron Scott hit a jumper to beat the Hawks, and Chick just said, got it, over and over and over again. And I haven't used it very often, but it just popped into my head there. So I had a very good teacher in Chick Hearn, and let's be honest, Dr. Clapper, when I grew up, I was going to sportscaster school, and I didn't even know it. I had Dick Enberg doing the Angels, Chick doing the Lakers, Vin doing the Dodgers, and Bob Miller doing the Kings. So I had 4 Hall of Fame hockey announcers showing me how to do this. So just like I feel like when Mike Trudell does sidelines, he's kind of John Ireland 2.0. He's a different, more modern version of what I used to be. I'd like to consider myself a different, more modern version of those old-time announcers that I learned from. So to get that compliment from you, from somebody I know has been listening forever, is really, really nice of you. So thank you for that.
Well, Steve Jobs used to say, good artists copy, great artists steal. So,
well, May says that about sports radio, that it's all derivative.
There's not a bit that I can't steal, man. I hear something good, and I'm putting it right on. That is very nice. And by the way, Doc, I said after that game, these two calls. By the way, the other call, the Austin Reeves at the end of regulation, is also a great call. I think this is one of John's most memorable games.
Yes.
One, because it was a great game. He had great material to work with, but I just think nailed it on the calls.
You made us feel like you were there, but I just want the listener to realize it is just as skillful as Jupiter, and like he spreads out the word. You spread it out, and then it's high pitch, low pitch, and then empty space. It's a gift. It's a craft, and you are incredible, and it's your own style, and we all applaud you.
But that's great. Hey, Dr. Klepper, while we have you here, I want to ask you about a couple of injuries.
Okay.
Especially because I'm a UCLA guy. Mm-hmm. Our leading scorer, Tyler Bilodeau, is coming back from a knee sprain. They felt fortunate that it wasn't worse, but he has a mild right knee sprain. How do you treat that? What are the dangers of him playing? And do you wrap it up? Do you shoot him with Novocaine? Do you do none of those things? How do you treat a mild knee sprain going into the tournament?
So here's a Clapper vision for you. If you cut your forearm and it's bleeding and you put a Band-Aid on it, you leave it alone in the air with the Band-Aid, and it's going to bleed, make a scab, and it's going to go on to heal. But if you take that same cut on your forearm, put a Band-Aid on it, but now you jump into a swimming pool, as we say in New York, forget about it. It's not going to be able to go through the cascade of healing to make a scab because you're underwater.
Right.
Well, guess what? Inside your knee, the ACL, when it tears, it's underwater. It's in synovial fluid. It doesn't go on to heal, and it won't go on to heal on its own. But this young player for UCLA, Bilodeau, is so lucky because what he tore is his medial collateral ligament, which is in air, basically. It's not bathed in joint fluid. So he's going to wear a brace, which does two things. One, the brace keeps him from tearing it further, so it's protection. And two, it enhances healing because it keeps him from stressing the ligament, so it will go on to heal faster. He will be back. If you look at my bracket, I got UCLA winning the whole thing.
Nice.
So
Wow.
he'll be back, and he's going to win.
I don't know if you heard what we're doing around here, Doc, but we're all getting into an NCAA tournament pool, and the loser has got to do a show wearing a crop top from the Metro that says, Ride the D.
In a crop top.
In a crop top.
No, I'm in the Good Karma bracket. I just did it this morning. I already signed up, so hopefully I won't be wearing that.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Doc, and I would like you to come on and glaze me next week. Can you do it? Like, what musical artist do I get? Do I get, like,
I will do Steve Mason, you are the most underrated talent in this town because you suffer from making it seem so easy. I was behind the microphone for those 12 years when I would go in studio, and I don't think the fans appreciate the work, but the craft that you have, you just make it look easy, but man, is it hard. So, yes, I promise I will find an artist and a Clapper vision of you, what you remind me of behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Doc, it is great to see you. Don't forget Weekend Warrior Show every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. We love having you on. And, Doc, I cannot, in more serious terms, agree with you on that call and what John Ireland does.
Yep.
It is a craft. It is an art. And, by the way, and the weird thing is, John, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, I think you are getting better season after season.
Well, the minute you stop getting better is when you die,
Yeah.
right? Adapt or die.
Yeah, adapt
so there
or die.
You go.
Yep.
Totally agree.
Thank you, Dr.
Thanks,
Clapper.
Doc. Okay, guys, thanks so much.
All right, see you.
There's Clap off. There you go.
That was nice,
That
wasn't
was
it?
very nice. By the way, I love that because Dr. Clapper was running the show. He was queuing up the sound himself. He's like, he planned this segment out, and he nailed it. Nailed it.
Oh, he knows how to land the dismount.
Oh, he definitely
does.
He stuck the landing.
Oh, he does. The
Without
Weekend Warrior
question.
Show presented by Cedar Sinai, Saturday morning, 7 a.m. on ESPN LA. By the way, Friday, you know what's going down.
Oh, it's going
in
down.
Lakersfield.
Lakersfield. That's right, Chris.
This
Get
Friday,
it right.
Mason Momo are live from Hard Rock Casino Tajon, noon to 3. Come on out, press the flesh, watch the tournament games, and win. Unity by Hard Rock members in attendance can score $100 in free play and a chance at signed sports memorabilia. Not a member yet? Sign up at ESPNLA.com, or when you get to the broadcast, just say, hey, Mace, I want to be a Unity member.
Yeah.
You scumbag? Well, don't call him a scumbag.
No, absolutely
Just
not.
say, sucker. Hard Rock Casino Tajon. This is how SoCal plays. You see I'm wearing the hat.
Yep.
Friday, it's going down with Mason Momo. And scheduled to appear, I hear, he runs the Greg Bergman School of Content. Greg Bergman will be there live in person.
Nice. That is awesome.
I wonder if anybody else would ever run the Greg Bergman School of Content.
Well, I'd like to say I'm an adjunct professor.
Oh, is that you're a professor at the Greg
What
Bergman
is
School
adjunct
of Content?
I don't know. I just think it's
not tenured.
I'm not tenured.
Non-tenured, yeah.
I think I have to do certain things to get tenured.
Just a consultant.
Like floor glazing?
Just a consultant.
Just a consultant.
Just a consultant.
Yep.
I just help where I can.
All right. So you remember that couple from the Coldplay concert? Their relationships all fell. She was on Oprah's podcast and had some interesting stuff to say about that experience. So we'll do that next. Plus, it's a Cosm Ticket Tuesday. Right now, 213-799-0139 for a pair of tickets. Caller number 7 to watch the round of 32 early games at Cosm on March the 21st at 9 a.m. You will feel like you are part of the madness. You will be courtside for NCAA tournament action. Catch every game-changing play and upset on Cosm's immersive shared reality displays. Caller number 7 right now. You can experience it. 213-799-0139. Good luck, Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
No. You don't know until you see it, Craig. Don't be ridiculous. This is a human being we're talking about.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
I understand, but he had surgery on January 7th. He had it in
When you
January.
buy a car, you buy a house, and you do the inspection, okay? Everything is contingent upon the inspection in a house, okay? And then they're like, yeah, these pipes aren't so great. They probably are going to burst. You're going to buy the house?
Well, the guy, the homeowner, also
answer the question. You're going to buy the house.
Well, he ain't playing around
No,
today.
he's not
throwing
playing
up
around.
all night.
No.
He ain't playing around. He's on
Answer
defense
the question. Are you
today.
buying the
Answer
house that
question,
the inspector tells you is not up to snuff?
I'm telling you,
Answer it.
no, I would not buy that
Then
house.
the guy's not. Don't be such a jerk face today, okay?
I'm not being a jerk face.
Don't be
There's
Chris
first
today.
one.
No, you're not
I gotta
Chris.
like this
Okay,
guy.
let's relax.
I'm not.
Okay.
It's absolutely not trying to do that. Have a
Let's not be
conversation.
Chris.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
I look good behind the wheel of a caddy. Some say it's a gift. I say it's my legacy. Buckle up for the top reasons to visit Morongo.
We're giving away a Cadillac Escalade IQL the 29th. Earn entries now playing your favorite games, and you could drive home in a new Cadillac.
Number 2.
We're your spring break headquarters. Book your spring break good times getaway today.
And the number 1 reason.
The Band Perry, live March 28th. Get tickets now.
Morongo, good times.
Vista Paint is California's original paint company and has been serving pros and homeowners since 1956. Our paints are formulated for lasting performance, beautiful finishes, and made to withstand the weather. Vista Paint, locally made, expertly crafted, always reliable.
Hey, it's May. Shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play just $5. That's right. Prize Picks now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss this chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in. Pick from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, college basketball, tennis, golf, esports, and more. Prize Picks puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast and secure. Prize Picks accepts most major payment methods, making deposits into your account quick and easy this sports season. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-568-2790. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-568-2790 or biglou.com.
149 on a Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence Mason in Ireland. Remember, it's colon rectal cancer awareness month. Look at that outfit Young D's got on. Producer DeAndre.
A lot of green.
A lot of green.
greens.
Look at that. He'll be coming on at 3 o'clock. Oh, Johnny I's on the phone with somebody. That's okay, though.
John, yeah.
Remember,
Hello?
it's colon rectal cancer awareness month. Poop in a box.
Yeah, poop in a box.
Get that hand up the old wazoo.
Do it.
Go to providence.org/SCA colonoscopy to get checked out, because if we catch it early, you can be fixed.
Absolutely.
If not, you're going to die. And you don't want to die.
No. Avoid death at all costs, like you did.
I did.
You set a good example.
I tried.
Yes. So Ireland's in Houston. Lakers win last night. They got Houston again tomorrow night. They are playing extraordinarily well. They've won 9 out of 10, 6 in a row. And although the fourth quarter was ugly last night, I think they won the fourth quarter 17-12.
Very ugly game in the fourth.
It was a rock fight, but
you know what? You got to learn how to win games like that.
Absolutely. So, John, you remember the couple that got busted on the kiss cam at the Coldplay concert?
Yeah.
So there's a little extra on this right now, because Kristen Cabot is the woman that was involved in the incident.
Yep.
And she was part of an interview with Oprah. You'll hear this is an NBC News report.
Wow.
And
that's how viral that thing went.
And here is the way this played.
There was paparazzi there for weeks. They wouldn't leave. I had people trespassing and looking in my windows. We had people doing drive-bys and yelling and honking. We had my phone.
With your children home.
Yes, with my children home.
Cabot says she was separated from her husband at the time, but revealing he was attending the concert too in another group. Cabot joined work friends and her boss, astronomer CEO Andy Byron, saying that she and Byron had a connection and had recently discussed their relationship.
Like, that was the culmination point of feelings that had developed over the course of, 4 to 6 weeks.
And describing the moment that was seen around the world.
It was really dark, and we got very swept up, and it didn't feel in any way that we were risking being, and it wasn't even calculated, where we thought to ourselves, like, oh, no one's looking, let's, put our hands on each other. It wasn't that.
Byron has said he was in a troubled marriage at the time, too.
Andy Byron, your boss, were people coming up to him?
No. Not at all.
Attacking him, attacking his children?
No.
The merciless personal attacks, she says, were largely reserved for her.
How I looked, to how I was dressed, to how I behaved, to sleeping my way to the top, to the gold digger, to this, all the words that Lisa used, the husband stealer.
A phrase Cabot tells Oprah that she especially hates.
This notion of women stealing men, I would walk in and duct tape and zip tie a guy and unwittingly drag him out and steal.
Mm-hmm.
The man has no role in this.
Mm-hmm.
This is, and for me, I was the face of all of this.
All right. So she feels victimized by this experience, and I understand why. I mean, I don't know. Is there another? Nobody deserves to be
stalked, harassed,
attacked, harassed, all that
her
stuff.
Her kids should be kept out of this.
But the most interesting thing about what she said is why is she the only one getting blamed here? It takes two to tango.
Well, didn't he not get fired?
He stepped down.
Yeah.
They both did. They both lost their jobs.
And it was like he's like the walking violation of human resources, right?
But
he's like the guy who broke every HR rule.
Well,
Andy Byron.
and the problem was he was the CEO. So I had this happen to me at a television station I worked at once, where the CEO was the problem. And so if you had issues, you could go to HR, but HR worked for the CEO. So it's the old line: absolute power corrupts.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, that guy could do whatever he wanted.
Right. Well, she was the HR.
Yeah, she was the head of HR of this company.
Well,
so
then,
where would that be reported? Who could
Yeah, I
report
guess-
that to who?
Board.
Right. Yeah. And by the way, who fired both of them?
The board, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting. So put yourself in the shoes of somebody in the Boston area, and you're looking for a head of people, a head of HR.
Yep.
Kristen Cabot's resume comes across your desk. She clearly has a great resume. She got to this point where she was head of HR of a great company. But you do know this about her. You know that she kind of had an HR infringement. Would you hire her?
Everybody deserves a second chance, but I would personally not.
I think I would.
I don't think I'd hire an HR person who had previously violated the trust of everybody as an HR person.
I think you could do it with conditions, but you know me, the one thing I hate literally more than anything is people getting canceled.
Well, I'm not saying canceled. She can work at wherever she wants. It just wouldn't be for me.
Yeah, I would hire her.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it'd be interesting to be somebody, if I had to be just an employee at this place.
Yep.
And I had to go to her for an HR complaint that maybe, I had an inappropriate relation with a coworker. I feel like it'd be a weird situation to have her be the person I'm telling this to.
Right. In other words,
she might have to change careers. That's true.
I mean, I don't think she should work in HR anymore. She's bad at that.
But I do think what she says about how a lot of times it is like the woman that is more scandalized than the men and these like cheating
I think
scandals.
That's fair. Yeah.
I think that's very common that people tend to blame the woman for stealing the man, but she didn't zip tie him. He was a willing participant. And I also think what's interesting is that the husband was also at the Coldplay concert.
Yeah, that is weird. So, in other words, her estranged husband also happened to be at that concert. So he saw that on the screen, her and Andy Byron involved in that kiss cam incident, and her husband's in the house. It's like, damn, what a mess. What a sloppy personal mess.
Yeah, that is. And it just played out publicly, too, which makes it even worse.
It was like the perfect viral moment, too, because it was at like a dead spot in the sports calendar, dead spot in general, everything calendar, so everyone could zero in on this thing. And I could understand how that would be really isolating on her part. But it's an interesting story. So
I got to be honest. I think it's a mistake to do the Oprah interview.
Why do you think that?
Why put a spotlight on yourself? Why highlight the fact that you were involved? Why I did not know.
I have a theory.
I did not know Kristen Cabot's name or didn't remember it until I did this piece and talked about the Oprah interview. I mean, why not go radio silent for a while?
What's your theory, John?
My theory is she's having trouble getting hired again. She's having trouble restarting her life. And so she needs to change the narrative. Like you were saying, Mace, you would not hire her.
I wouldn't hire her to be HR.
I would give her a second chance, but I think in order to get it, it's the old line, if you don't tell your story, someone will tell it for you. And so I think putting a name and a face to what happened might actually be helpful.
Although this story had died down.
It was in the Super Bowl ad. It was in a Super Bowl ad for Coca-Cola or Pepsi about Coca-Cola, so it got back in there a little bit.
Yeah.
And also, Oprah is the queen of this.
Right. I mean,
she loves to bring this back and talk to trouble
Oprah,
people.
I guess you do it, right?
Also, by the
There you
way,
go.
if you guys watch this clip of this podcast, which I
Yep.
did this morning, it is the strangest looking podcast because they're sitting facing each other, but then there are 2 rows of people on risers behind them watching them talk and just nodding along or shaking
I wonder
their
if
head.
it was part of a conference or something.
I think this is Oprah's podcast going forward, and I think
Did everybody get a car?
You
Did
get a
Meghan
car.
Markle make an appearance?
No, she didn't. I know
Poor
you mentioned
princess.
the Oprah thing earlier, Chris, on the morning show, the Momo's bit.
But then Momo always likes to do the Oprah
Oh, my God, she
because
loves
Cappy was
Oprah.
trying to do it, and I said, just leave it to Momo, please.
Oh, she is all about
but let's not
Oprah.
try to steal Momo
Yeah,
doing
no,
Oprah.
I don't want to steal it. We'll do that Friday in Bakersfield.
Plenty of it. But also, this woman
Lakersfield.
didn't violate an HR policy.
No, well,
No, she didn't.
he did then.
Well, he may have if the company had strict age. Some companies have that
Mace,
in
how
HR
did he-
guys.
how did he violate it?
Slept with the HR person.
He
But
didn't
that's
sleep
not.
with her.
Yeah, we
I
don't know.
I
that
have
this-
no
yeah.
idea.
Now, morality is
No,
one
maybe,
thing.
Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't.
But
I don't know. I
company
assume this-
policy, they didn't violate company policy. You could say it's a moral issue. So, as an
No,
HR
I
director, we don't know if she's a bad HR person. She may not be the smartest HR
Did she
person.
not break HR rules?
If they have a rule in their company policy, if they don't, she didn't do anything wrong.
I'm with Chris.
But our HR person, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't even know if we have one.
We don't have policies in our agreements on both sides that says Disney used to, I believe, but we're not on the Disney side in a lot of ways.
Right.
GKB side does not have language that says you can't date.
It doesn't have language.
It does not. Most companies actually do not. Some companies do. But especially in the state of California, it's very hard to get that kind of language done.
Interesting.
Yeah, so she didn't really violate an HR policy. She might have done something not morally right, and he obviously did something not morally right, and not to the smartest thing.
I'm not judging the morality.
And was that
of
a
it.
company event that they were at?
It was.
The
They had a
Coldplay concert?
luxury box at the Coldplay.
So the
concert.
company
So
had the luxury box.
technically, Yeah.
So, okay, not the smartest move by them.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make her a bad HR person.
Necessarily.
Oh, it depends what their corporate rules are.
Like, if we're in the ESPN LA suite and we get caught up in the moment and I decide to hug you, that might not be the smartest move, but it's not an HR violation.
So I have a friend who, John, you probably know who this is, was a big, powerful guy and slept with somebody in his company or had an affair with somebody in his company who was down the chain. He ended up out. Now, is that right?
Well, it depends if they had a policy. If you know what the existing policy was. If you was he her superior?
Yes, he was at the top of the company, and she was like way down the chain.
And what happened?
He was fired.
So,
for
but
an inappropriate relationship.
Was there language in their company agreement that said that?
I have no idea what they're.
I would guess a company
it must
that
be there, right?
That big.
It could be there, or if she filed a complaint saying he did something, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Those things happen all the time.
Well, I wish her the best, and I hope Kristen Cabot, rebuilds everything, and I hope the Oprah interview helped, and she shouldn't be getting harassed and all that stuff, so leave her alone. And by the way, Andy Byron is, comes off like a schmuck as well. So he, if you're going to complain about her, you got to complain about him too. All right, coming up next, we're going to do some fast track. In the meantime, John. Real life in LA is running errands. You got to hit the grocery and the Whole Foods and the Walmart and the Costco. And let's say you're in there and somebody spilled something and you slip, you didn't even see it, or wet floor, busted tile, cracked sidewalk, whatever that is. Suddenly you got pain, you got appointments, you got somebody acting like they care about your pain. They just want to make sure you're okay. And that's where Jacob Emrani steps in. We talk about car accidents all the time. He also is deeply involved in incidents like this where there is malpractice on the part of a retailer, a store, or something like that, and he can absolutely step in and help you in that spot too.
800-345-6789. That's how you get a hold of Jacob Emrani. 800-345-6789. And here's the best part, and it's why you need to put that number in your phone. 800-345-6789. You don't pay Jacob unless he wins.
Yep.
So it is literally this is a no risk call. 800-345-6789. If you have any legal issues, that's how you call Jacob.
Yep, and you can always visit calljacob.com or call 800-345-6789. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
There's a guy that comes out of nowhere, and you see him in the rearview. They zoom up right to your butt. They're going 120.
Yeah.
You hate that.
Yeah.
Do you hate that? Does everybody hate that?
Yeah, it's awful.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Just move over, let the guy go by, and zip. Everybody goes on about their day.
So what the real move is, though, you speed up and get to a car that's next to you, and then just go about the same exact speed as the car next to you.
Do you do that?
And
do you do that?
Yes. And then they're stuck, and they can't go anywhere. And they want to go 120, but they have to go down to 65. And it's so good. It feels so good.
Why do you do that? Why does that feel good?
It was so good on a 2-lane highway. It's amazing.
You're worse. I don't do that.
Travis is so mad now.
DeAndre,
you're the face of everybody out there now.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, Trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
It's the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN LA.
Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon before Mason and Ireland.
Does the league need to do something? And by that I mean this. In this new league year window where you could do whatever you want, 2 days of negotiating, right? Any trades that happen before it or during it should be transacted on the spot. What are we waiting for? Why do trades have to wait, right? Why do trades have to wait? I need an answer to that. I haven't gotten a good answer to that. Obviously, physicals need to be made, and everybody believes that it's not a failed physical. Everyone knew what his knee problem is. It's not like buyer beware. They were aware. But does the league need to do something about that? Because they're not going to step in and say the Ravens did something off because it's not official. It's the yellow line. This whole thing is the yellow line until 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon before Mason and Ireland. The Rich Eisen Show on LA's mega sports station, ESPN.
ESPN LA.
Hey guys, it's Cappy here, and let me tell you something you should do. You should book your annual eye exam at VisionWorks. It's not just about your sharper vision, it's about catching potential health issues early, like glaucoma, diabetes, or hypertension. Look, I did it. You should do it. I know you're busy. They'll work with you on evenings or weekends. I went to the Santa Ana store, had an amazing experience. That peace of mind, it's totally worth it. If you haven't had your eyes checked yet this year, now is the time, and VisionWorks makes it simple.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plane manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Zoom, man.
All right, I have a dating query for you guys, but it's not for myself. It's for a friend of mine.
Okay.
So a friend of mine started to get into a relationship with somebody about 2.5, 3 weeks ago.
Okay, that's nice.
But last week she told me that she is going to go to Australia with this person next week.
What?
So less than a month of knowing somebody, she's going to go with this person to Australia for 10 days.
Wow.
Whoa.
So what is the rules of going on a trip with someone you just started dating? Mace, you start.
Well, I will say that, there are a couple of things you need to do well for a relationship to work. One of them is travel together.
Yeah.
And like the same stuff. So I think it's a really interesting test. I assume she must feel pretty good about this or she wouldn't be doing it, but I would never do it. Australia, that's like a 16-hour flight.
Yeah, this isn't like you're going to San Francisco for the weekend.
I mean, you're out there at Ayers Rock with dingoes running around, and you got this person you barely met that you're spending time with. I think it is a huge risk. But if it works, good for her.
I would not do it. I think it's too far to go, and there are too many variables. And I would go somewhere closer to my house to start. I would not go on across the world trip for 10 days with somebody I just met.
I think generally most people's take is you can't plan anything that's more than half of the amount of time you spend together. So if they've been seeing each other for 3 weeks,
right,
the farthest in advance you can plan something is 2 weeks.
Yes.
Okay, so you can't plan. This is within that, but it's also 10 days.
Yeah, right.
It's a lot of time to spend together. But on their second date, they were talking about how much they wanted to go to Australia, and then they were just like, should we? Should we?
Well, I like the spontaneity of it.
It is nice. I wish I was like that.
It's kind of cool. But if it doesn't work, it is going to be miserable. Absolutely miserable. And the flight home, 16 hours, miserable. So she's risking a lot by doing this. Now, I will say, to her point, the night I met Juan, he essentially moved in. I mean,
look where we are now.
Literally, I mean, I kind of have always been that way. Like, I just fall into relationships quickly. This one's lasted 20 years, so it must have worked. But we essentially moved in on night one. So It
it's
can
not
work.
impossible that it could work.
BC, what about you?
Fast
Would you
track.
head to Australia with?
I mean, if she's paying for the trip, yes.
I
but
see.
to that point, if something goes bad, you're practically stuck there.
You are
Yeah.
stuck,
So
man. It's you, kangaroos, and unhappiness.
I would lean towards a no.
All right, BC.
Fast track.
So I saw the story all over the news the last couple days around here in LA. In West Covina, a driver was pulled over for using a fake passenger in the carpool lane. Thought it was pretty funny. Had a jacket around the chair with the seatbelt strap on too. So at first glance, it kind of looks like, there could be somebody sitting there.
Right.
Nobody there. So I ended up getting a ticket, got pulled over. Thought about this. John has confessed to driving into the carpool
Yes,
lane
I
by
have.
himself.
I often drive in the carpool lane by myself.
So if you get pulled over, what's worse? You by yourself or with a fake passenger trying to play off as somebody else?
Well, a fake passenger sounds like it's almost like you're committing a crime. I know you're breaking a rule, but if you stick a dummy in the chair, are you not committing like some sort of fraud or something in the eyes of the police? Is it not a worse violation? Anyone?
I don't know.
Anyone?
You're still not supposed to be in the carpool. But
Ireland, do you think it's a worse violation if you have a dummy or if you just do it yourself?
I think if you have a dummy, it's worse.
Yeah, I do too. I think so. I would do it just like John does.
Just do it, right.
I just
Don't be like this guy.
Yeah, exactly. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever driven a carpool lane by myself. That's John Ireland territory there.
Well, oftentimes now it's legal
To drive in the carpool lane by yourself?
Because of my fast track.
Oh, right, because you got the little button
But
thing,
sometimes I have to admit, sometimes it's not. But maybe I can drive with that thing all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to check.
All right, so, John, Steve Kerr got to 100 wins. 600 wins.
Yeah, I was going to say, way
shorted
more
him.
than that.
I shorted him. 600 wins. In his 943rd regular season game, only 3 coaches have needed fewer, according to Elias. That's Phil Jackson, did it in 805 games. Pat Riley did it in 832 games. And Pop did it in 887 games. Where does Steve Kerr rank with those coaches in terms of the greatest coaches of this generation?
I think I think the greatest coaches are Pat Riley, Red Auerbach, and Phil Jackson, maybe Greg Popovich, those 4. Steve is right behind them, and I think that's where he would put himself.
So you would say Phil,
Red, Riley, Pop, then Kerr.
What about Spo?
What about Spo?
Not yet. Kerr has more championships than Spo does.
That is true. That is true. I think that Steve Kerr, by the way, we should mention, Steve Kerr won an Oscar the other night.
He did. I think we did mention it yesterday.
He won an Academy Award.
I think a lot of critique of this, I guess, would be that Kerr did had a team given to him, the Kevin Durant teams.
Yep.
He was gifted Kevin Durant to help them win those championships. He also had the talent of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson with him. And Spo maybe at times has done more with less. I know the dream team of LeBron and stuff was with him, but that I've heard as the criticism of Kerr not being the same level as these guys.
Well, all these guys have been gifted with great. I mean, obviously, Phil was gifted with Michael Jordan, was gifted with Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, I don't think they can do this by themselves, but I don't hold it against anybody that they happen to have big stars or great players. So, yeah, Steve Kerr ranks there. But, John, Phil Jackson is one of the most interesting coaches around. I actually think all these guys are really interesting on top of everything else. It's not just that they win, it's that they're interesting. Like Steve Kerr talks on every issue in the world, agree or disagree. He talks on every issue in the world. Phil Jackson was so fascinating to watch him coach players through the media, coach referees through the media. Riley, obviously, from the broadcast booth to championships, and Pop is one of the more interesting characters in basketball. So I think these guys are also interesting characters on top of being great winners.
Yeah, and Kerr's a great coach. There's a lot of talk that he's going to leave.
Oh, really?
At the end of this season, that he's done everything he's going to do.
I would have thought he'd stay till Steph left.
That's what Michael thinks.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah, those guys are lot. I mean, they fit together, right? I mean, those guys are inseparable. I hope Steve stays till. I mean, I don't know what Steph's going to do up there. What are they going to do?
Well,
they're not competitive right now,
right? And so I think Steph plays for a few more years, but my sense is that Greg Kerr's pretty close to being done because I don't know how you rebuild that dynasty with just one guy.
Yeah, do you think Steph has won his last championship?
I do.
Yeah, I do too. And you think he'll finish his career in Golden State?
I do.
Yep, me too. Yeah, to me, that's a class way to finish. And with Kerr coaching him, it would be really, really cool.
And I think that last championship is more impressive than the rest of them, at least in Steph's hand, because that was the one he won the Finals MVP for, as well as he carried that team at the time. It was a late championship when he was older. He didn't have the Kevin Durant on his team to help him win that one. That one is, to me, one of the more impressive runs to a championship that I've seen.
By the way, we joked last week about me shooting three-pointers, and if I could make 1 out of 20, I think, or 1 out of 19, I think was the question. So I ended up on the court after the game Saturday night. Jacob, thanks to Jacob Bramani, brought us all down to the court, had a special deal. And so I got to try shooting some three-pointers, and I can tell you, it's so much further than I thought it was.
Yeah, that's what I was betting on.
You really got to chuck that ball.
Right. Now that you've done it, I think your chances go way up. I didn't know you were going to do a practice session.
Yeah, I mean, I started chucking it, and I ended up making – I probably did make 1 of 19. I hit one.
It won't be
one.
easy. It won't be easy.
Free throws, I definitely improved a lot.
You made more than 3?
I did.
All right, good.
I made 4 of 10. I'll take that.
Beautiful.
I'll take that. All right, coming up next for you, more Fast Track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Purple and gold-blooded. The Lake Show play here.
Tomorrow, it's round 2 in Houston. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Houston Rockets run it back at the Toyota Center for the second straight showdown.
LeBron to Reeves, three-pointer. Good. Lakers lead.
Same court, same matchup, but a whole new battle as both teams adjust. Coverage begins tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Every dribble, every dunk. This is the home of the Lakers. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
I look good behind the wheel of a caddy. Some say it's a gift. I say it's my legacy. Buckle up for the top reasons to visit Morongo.
We're giving away a Cadillac Escalade IQL the 29th. Earn entries now playing your favorite games, and you could drive home in a new Cadillac.
Number 2.
We're your spring break headquarters. Book your spring break good times getaway today.
And the number 1 reason.
The Band Perry, live March 28th. Get tickets now.
Morongo, good times.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Introducing our new Chili Crisp dumplings. A spicy twist on a Waba favorite. Bold, crunchy, and tossed, and fire. Chili Crisp. That's our new Chili Crisp dumplings. Get them today. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
During Lowe's Pro Savings Days, save more on what goes into the job. Add power to your lineup with a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt 20-volt max tool. Plus, get up to 35% off select major appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, and more. Get the job done right. Keep more in your pocket. That's Pro Savings Days. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 3/27. Selection varies by location. While supplies last.
Out on the course, they're the PGA Tour's best players. But in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL presented by SoFi is back with lights, cameras, action. We're talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. The sport just hits different under the lights. It's TGL presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune into every match. Only on ESPN.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutosquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
Vroom, vroom, man.
As you guys know, I am a fan of the Premier League team Arsenal, and over the weekend
they're in first place, right?
They are in first place in the English Premier League on the table, and they are currently playing in the Champions League round of 16 right now. They're up 1-0 over Bayer, whatever.
Munich?
It's a German name.
Okay.
But anyway, over the weekend, an incredible thing happened. The youngest person to ever score a Premier League goal got one against Everton. Here's the sound of that call.
In from Ghana. Arsenal get it clear through Martinelli. And here comes Dalman. What an end this is going to be. Max Dalman, the youngest goal scorer in Premier League history. What an impact he's made. What a player he's going to be. What a story this is.
So Max Dalman is 16 years old, able to play professionally. Should you play professionally? So should you be able to be protected until you're 18, 19, able to make your own decisions? Or as soon as you're ready to play with the big boys, should you be out there? Mace?
I say freedom. If you can play, you can play. Like, for example, we still have the one and done rule. It's stupid. When does it go away, John?
I will.
Yeah,
soon.
there's no reason for a one and done rule. We've seen lots of players go from high school directly to the NBA and be successful. It can't go the other way, but you should have the freedom to be able to do it.
Should a 15-year-old be able to play in the NBA if he's ready to play in the NBA?
Is he capable?
This is a scenario in which he's like Max, who is good enough to be able to play, but he's 15 years old.
Yeah, I think if that's what he wants, I don't think there should be any rule preventing him from doing it.
John?
Same thing. I agree with Mace. If Boris Becker won Wimbledon when he was 16. If you're, Tiger Woods was a phenom. I mean, if you have the talent, age shouldn't matter.
So interestingly, do you know who the youngest player ever in the NBA was?
I don't.
Andrew Bynum.
Oh, wow.
He was 18 years and 6 days when he made his NBA debut. By the way, Joe Nuxall, remember Joe Nuxall, he's from 100 years ago, but Joe Nuxall, 1944, was pitching in Major League Baseball games at the age of 15. 15-year-old pitching in MLB.
I think there is something to be said, though, about protecting people that are underage until a certain point. Like, for example, in the Premier League, if you're under 18, I believe, you have a separate locker room. You do not change the same locker room as the rest of your team to protect you at a certain age. I think there is some things that you should protect people from until they're ready to be a professional.
But I think that's a parental decision. Like, I think this is where the parents come in. A parent can decide.
But there's money on the table if you're the parent. You have money on the table. You have all this ready for your child. It's going to be there's a lot of people that would not maybe look in the best interest of their children.
Right. And at the same time, there are young athletes who've been we were talking earlier about Katie Ledecky, who won her first gold medal, I think, when she was 15.
Yeah.
So you can't, and she's devoted her life to it. There are lots of kids that have given up their childhoods to pursue athletic competition.
But she still went to college. She went to Stanford, and
yeah.
it was at a time where NIL was different, and so I don't think technically was professional. You could compete at the Olympics, but not be a quote-unquote professional because she didn't take brand advertising until after college.
Yeah, I am always in favor of first kids being able to make whatever money they possibly can. If you can make money doing it, then, and that's your priority, then do it. I also defer to the parents. I mean, these are parental decisions as opposed to me trying to tell anybody what they should do with their kids.
Fast Track.
Because I'd have no experience whatsoever and never will.
All right, guys, I saw on X this morning.
Yes.
That there was a screening of the new film Ready or Not 2, Here I Come.
Yeah. I don't remember Ready or Not, Here I Come 1.
Hey, Ready or Not is actually a really good movie, and you should go see it.
But I don't remember the first one. Did they just start at number 2?
No, I'm saying Ready or Not is the first one.
Oh, okay.
Ready or Not, Here I Come is the second
Is
one.
the second
and it
one,
picks
okay.
up right after the first one ends.
Got
So
it.
there's a special screening they did the other day, and I saw this video. I was like, "Oh, what's so special about it?" Everybody in the audience was wearing ponchos, and you say, "Why?" You might ask. Well, every time there's a death on screen, the whole audience gets splattered with fake blood.
That is
So this is
horrible.
Right.
Really?
What an awful experience. Who would want to do that?
My question here. It's kind of similar. It's not necessarily the 4D theaters, but it's kind of similar to the Long Walk when they had the treadmill.
Oh, the
special
treadmill
thing.
one? Yeah.
But this one just seems a little over the top. Are you in on these immersive screenings?
Well, the point of it is to get us talking about it, and it certainly did
Yeah,
work.
it did.
But I don't like the. Have you been to one of the 4D ones?
No, I never have.
They have 4D right here at the Regal. Your chair shakes, and there's like water sprays on you, and all this stuff is. It's like I'm just here to watch a movie.
Why do I need that?
Why
do I want
fully
water
immersed.
sprayed on me?
You're immersed. You're like in it. See, I'm totally against that. Like I'm here to watch a movie. I'm not
Do
here
you
to
get all
have
the
somebody
smells,
shake
like
my
for
chair.
Wuthering Heights? Do you get the smells? of
Right. Have you
Wuthering
been
Heights?
to 4D, Em?
No, I haven't.
You should go and experience
I'm not
just
gonna
for
go.
fun. Do it just for fun.
No thanks.
As an experiment.
Just try the
I don't
4D
wanna
for
be
fun.
the
poked
4D
and
for fun.
prodded and
Get sprayed
have
with
smells.
water during a movie.
Get sprayed with water and your chair shakes.
The
and-
Grove is actually adding a 4D, so maybe I will because the Grove is my home theater, and so
Are they adding a 4D?
yeah, they're
Oh.
under construction right now, which is a big problem for Emily.
Oh, big problem. The Grove is under
I thought you were an AMC person.
I am, but the Grove at AMC, they're under
Oh. Yeah,
construction.
Grove
They
at
had a
AMC.
pipe burst actually in one of the rooms, I think is what happened, but then they're also building the 4DX. I know too much about this place.
Yeah, clearly. All right, coming up next, John, something happened 21 years ago today.
So 2005?
Yes.
Okay.
That caused a lot of debate in the moment and still is worth talking about it. That's coming up next. In the meantime, it is a Cosm Ticket Tuesday. Right now, 213-799-0139.
213-799-0139.
Callers number 7 and 10 get tickets to watch the round of 32 early games at Cosm on March the 21st at 9 a.m. Catch every game-changing play, every upset on Cosm's immersive shared reality displays. Callers number 7 and 10 right now, 213-799-0139. You get to experience Cosm, courtesy ESPN LA. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, one of my favorite partners here at ESPN LA is National University. Born and built right here in Southern California, NU has more than 150 degree programs, credentials, and certificates. And here's the best part. They make it achievable on your schedule. 4 and 8 week online courses, a great transfer credit policy, millions handed out in scholarships last year. Dr. Mark Milliron was at the Laker game on Saturday. I saw him, and he's super excited about everything that's going on down there. National University provides an opportunity for people to get degrees who thought they could never have the time or the means to get one. If that's you, you got to go to their website, nu.edu. nu.edu. They love working students. They love military families. They're trying to get you a degree that you want on your schedule. Check them out today. National University, nu.edu.
It's the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN LA.
Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon before Mason and Ireland.
Does the league need to do something? And by that I mean this. In this new league year window where you could do whatever you want, 2 days of negotiating, right? Any trades that happen before it or during it should be transacted on the spot. What are we waiting for? Why do trades have to wait, right? Why do trades have to wait? I need an answer to that. I haven't gotten a good answer to that. Obviously, physicals need to be made, and everybody believes that it's not a failed physical. Everyone knew what his knee problem is. It's not like buyer beware. They were aware. But does the league need to do something about that? Because they're not going to step in and say the Ravens did something off because it's not official. It's the yellow line. This whole thing is the yellow line until 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon before Mason and Ireland. The Rich Eisen Show on LA's mega sports station, ESPN.
ESPN LA.
Call Jacob. From courtside to curbside, when accidents happen, Jacob's the one you call. 800-345-6789.
Count them, 3 decades of experience. Jacob is got the rep to get you the compensation that you deserve. 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last two, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
2:29 on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland, Mace.
Yeah, and we're playing center field because it's time to preview another Dodgers player for the 2026 season, and we are going to talk about Emmett Sheehan. So Emmett Sheehan, think about this.
I like Emmett Sheehan.
I love Emmett Sheehan. So Blake Snell is going to start the year on the injured list. Roki Sasaki, we don't exactly know what he's going to do. He's probably not going to be in the rotation on opening day. We know Yoshi Yamamoto is going to get the opening day start. And Shohei's not expected to be in the rotation at the start of the year. That means it is going to be a really big year for Emmett Sheehan. The over-under on wins for Emmett Sheehan is 10, John. Do you like the over or do you like the under?
Over.
Over.
Yeah. I think he's going to pitch a lot more during the regular season than we think, because I think they're going to want to protect the, for lack of a better term, the playoff arms. Ohtani, Snell, Glass now. I think Emmett Sheehan might get a bunch of starts. I think he might get 25 starts.
BC, more or less 10 wins.
I'm gonna take the under here.
The under?
Yeah, I think he finishes with 8-9.
Okay.
Gets a bunch of starts, but maybe doesn't go the distance in all those.
Yeah, that's fair.
Em?
I'm going to copy BC and say under for basically the same reason.
I'm going to announce to everybody in my fantasy baseball league that Emmett Sheehan is my sleeper of the year. I think he's going to be more than 10 wins. The other issue is total strikeouts. They've got him at 165.5. It's a big number, John. Do you think he gets there?
Probably just under.
Just under? BC, you're going to be under,
under
right?
as well, yeah.
And Emma, you're going to be under?
Yep.
I actually, again, I'm going to tell my fantasy baseball league, my sleeper of the year, Emmett Sheehan, more than 165.5. I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be giving away my strategy, but I am. But I think Emmett Sheehan's going to have a really big year, and it's going to be very important. I think we're going to see guys like Emmett Sheehan and River Ryan and guys like that.
Me too.
That we're not necessarily expecting, John, for exactly the reason you said, protecting arms for the playoffs.
I can't believe the baseball season starts in 2 weeks. Doesn't it feel like the Dodgers just won the World Series?
Yeah, 9 days is opening night. 9 days. I guess it's opening night, 5:30. It's weird that the first Dodger game of the year is at 5:30. Normally it's an afternoon
No, we're planning
game.
to be there.
Yeah. All right, so John, on this day in 2005, Major League Baseball players went to Congress to talk about PEDs, steroid use in baseball.
Okay.
What's the legacy of that now? And to review, a lot of you guys were not necessarily around for this, but it was crazy the way it went down.
All right, so you asked me I think it's a very interesting question. You asked me what the legacy is.
Yes.
To me, it's two parts. Number one, Rafael Palmeiro waving his finger, claiming he never did anything wrong when it was proven he did.
Yep.
And Mark McGuire there saying, I'm not here to talk about the past, when the whole purpose of the hearings was to talk about the past.
Correct.
So
I'm not here to talk about the past.
Those are the two things that jump out at me.
Yeah, I mean, I think...
And, of course, they never got Barry Bonds, right? Did he participate in that?
He did not participate in that. No, he did not. But I will say that the interesting thing to me, the legacy, I think, is that Jose Canseco was part of that.
Right.
And he
was the only one telling the truth.
Was the whistleblower, and he was the guy who, under oath, said what was real. And so, to me, the legacy is Canseco as a whistleblower. He was, a very divisive personality, wrote multiple books on this subject. But I do think those players, Palmeiro, McGuire, and by the way, Sosa wasn't making any sense when he was explaining his situation. Those three guys came
No hablo inglés?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Those three guys were terrible, and that's going to stick with them forever. I mean, I'm not here to talk about the past. Now, this happened, you were like
You were a toddler.
No, I wasn't 6. I was actually prime sports watching time.
Oh,
I was
were
9
you?
years old. So I was loving baseball at the time, and I had these guys as just these mythic figures. I loved watching Barry Bonds hit home runs. I would come home from swim practice and watch Barry Bonds hit home runs and try to chase a home run record. And so to me, I wasn't paying attention to Congress at the time. I was paying attention to how cool them hitting home runs were. And remember yesterday when for 10 seconds we thought that Miguel Rojas was suspended?
Yes.
He's not. It was a different Rojas.
He's not. Evan Drellich, man.
And Travis was saying about how, and he can clarify if I'm misquoting him, but he didn't think that it would affect, if it was true, if he'd be a manager, affect how Travis thinks of Miguel and what that home run meant to the Dodger fans.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be on his side. If again, it's not true, but if it was true, I think I'd remember Miguel Rojas as the Miguel Rojas that he is.
By the
not
way,
the PEDs.
Yeah. That was weird yesterday.
It was super weird.
Evan Drellich, who is regarded as a really good reporter.
Yeah.
This was who was the guy that said Shohei is on a plane to Toronto?
Well, I mean, we don't want to.
Or when
Right.
John Heyman said Arson Judge to the Giants.
Yeah, John Heyman's the worst. He's made multiple mistakes.
Yeah, but Drellich has never really done that before.
No, never.
And
by the way, that's a significant. I mean, that's like the scarlet letter, right? I
Right.
mean,
But would you have thought of differently?
Yes,
if
I
Miguel?
would have. I mean, you could tell from the way I was reacting to it in real time that it would have changed things for me. It would have changed the way I felt about Miguel, and I would have been extremely disappointed because I spent a lot of time with him. We did that show with him out at Legends Attic, and right after the World Series, he could not have been a nicer, cooler guy. I know he wants to be a manager someday. I know this is his farewell season, all that stuff. I would have been, if he had been suspended for 80 games, it would have changed my view of him.
So you
forever.
write off Fernando Tatis Jr. Fernando Tatis Jr. Like you say no to him because he tested positive.
He
for
tested
the,
positive,
and
yes.
he was
I think differently about
suspended.
Fernando. If you're in that club, I think differently about you. If you've been suspended, I think differently about you. Yes.
I feel like I just don't care as much. I think
lot
it
of
doesn't
people
really
don't.
matter to me whether or not it's kind of like the aspiration thing. It's like I know what I see with my eyes, and what I see with my eyes is a really talented player that I like hitting the ball really hard.
Yeah, I mean, when I look at it, my view, I think, is now becoming the minority view, John. Do you think that?
No, I don't.
You
I
don't?
Think, I think a lot of people would hold that against him.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's cheating. It's just cheating. And I was raised to not be a cheater. And so I view it that way. And I would have felt very differently about Miguel Rojas. I'm so relieved that he's not the guy that Drellich was referencing. But it would have changed the way I feel about him. Would it have changed the way you feel about him, Ireland?
Yeah. It would be very much a part of his legacy.
Yeah.
But sometimes things change. I remember I thought very much a part of Justin Turner's legacy was the way that he handled COVID.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
And now nobody cares. So maybe in 10 years, nobody will care.
By the way, in the moment, do you think people care? I didn't care in the moment.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I think he should have gone out and celebrated with his team. I was totally fine with that.
Even though he tested positive for COVID and could have got everyone else.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the season was over.
Yeah,
I guess,
the season was
right?
over. They'd won the World Series. I mean, you want a chance to celebrate with your team. And I was at that World Series.
The problem is we didn't know enough about COVID then to really be smart about it.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah, we all treated COVID. We not all think about COVID differently now than we did then. That's for sure.
So, like now, you could say we're going to press the flesh on Friday, and nobody's going to think anything of it. They're going to say,
Correct.
you know what? I'm going to go to
Yes.
Lakers Field on
Lakers
Friday afternoon
Field.
to see Mason Momo.
Yes.
Let's go.
Live from the Hard Rock Casino Tahoe. Noon to 3, you and Momo, press of the flesh, come hang out, watch the tournament games, and win. Unity by Hard Rock members in attendance can score $100 at free play and a chance at signed sports memorabilia.
A chance.
Well, here's the thing. I have a piece of a hard-boiled egg in my throat, and I don't want to cough.
Oh, yeah, don't
So
cough.
I'm just going to try to get through this. And a chance at signed sports memorabilia. Not a member yet? Sign up at ESPNLA.com, or when you get to the broadcast, say, hey, you gutless bum, Mace, hook me up. Hard Rock Casino Tahoe. This is how SoCal plays.
I am not a gutless bum.
Why not? Well, there's nothing wrong with being It's better than being a scumbag.
Let me throw out another reason to come.
Yeah.
So you could see me melt down because UVA will be playing Wright State. UVA is a...
No way they're losing to Wright State.
I think Wright State is in beautiful Dayton, Ohio, is it not?
So UVA is a 3 seed. Wright State is a 14 seed. And they will be tipping off at 10:50 a.m. our time. So
it'll end right in the middle of the show.
And right when, so we might start out with a bang or a cry or me on the floor.
I filled out my bracket today. How many games did you have Virginia winning?
I have not filled it out yet, but I would say 2.
That's why I picked UCLA to win 2.
In order to not wear a crop top that says "Ride the D" after this whole thing is over, I am picking every single game.
But what?
Chalk.
That could burn you.
Oh, come on.
Every single game is chalk.
That's so lame.
No, it's not. It's
That is lame.
It's a strategy.
No, I don't think it's going to work.
Last year it was 4 number 1 seeds.
You're a bad guy, man.
We're-
This is
Yeah.
why you're a gutless bum.
Last year
ended up
it was
with
4
3
number 1 seeds.
Why don't you want to wear a crop top that says "Ride that D"?
I believe the question is clear.
I want to wear it.
I bet you do.
Well, you're getting it, Chris. You're in.
Now, but I don't have to do them until Thursday, right?
You got to do it Wednesday night. They play,
Wednesday night,
They
right.
start
Get it-
9 a.m. Thursday
Get it
morning.
done. Yeah,
now,
I'm
are you
going
and
all
Momo carpooling to Lakersfield?
That's actually an interesting question. I hadn't thought about
Can you
that.
imagine the amount of talking on a carpool to Lakersfield?
And can you imagine how much of it would be mine? Almost nothing. I would have
Be like riding with me.
her words per minute. She just goes.
What if
She
me and
just
Momo?
goes.
What if me and Momo went in a car together? Do you think there'd be any
Oh, my
downtime at
God.
all?
That'd be unbelievable. Yeah, Momo. I'm telling you, one time we had Momo and remember Molly Knight. Do you remember Molly
Yeah,
Knight?
I remember.
Of course,
Molly.
yeah, I love her.
So she's a talker too.
I didn't know that.
And it was like a battle between the two at one of my parties. They just taught back and forth. It was like ping. It was amazing. They both can
Doesn't it
talk.
give a
Molly to
chess?
write another book. Her Dodgers book was really good.
Oh, it was fantastic. All right, so Game of Games is next, and actually one of the answers in this game is going to be Lakersfield.
Okay.
We will do that coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Time to talk a little Prize Picks. Always got a little Prize Picks action rolling. And right now you can shoot your shot, get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Prize Picks now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk and every dime and every board that much more exciting. Don't miss a chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. Simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you cash in. Pick from all your favorite sports. You can do college basketball. We were just talking about college basketball. NBA, baseball, hockey, soccer, golf, tennis, esports, everything. You can combine them into unique lineups that only you can figure out. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, code MACE, M-A-S-E. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Greg Bergman. The boys in blue are back, and that means the Blue Review is back too. The Blue Review! The Blue Review! Join myself, Marcus Grant, every morning, Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. on the ESPN LA YouTube channel, right before Sedano and Cap, where we break down anything that happened the night before or anything you need to look forward to. That's 6:30 a.m. Monday through Friday on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. Everybody else is doing it. You should be there too.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. This March, during Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, our friends at Providence remind you that colorectal cancer often starts with no symptoms, but screening can save lives. If you're 45 or older, it's time to get screened. Providence brings together the best minds in cancer care, keeping you in the game with trusted, compassionate support. Take control of your health. Learn more at providence.org/SCA colonoscopy. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou, a term provider, 800-568-2790. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-568-2790. That's 800-568-2790. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with, call Big Lou at 800-568-2790.
Everything comes down to one night in Costa Rica. After a 1-1 draw in LA last week, the Black and Gold head to Central America for the deciding second leg against Alajuelense in the CONCACAF Champions Cup round of 16.
Hey, this is Son Heung-min. It is Denis Bouanga, Los Angeles Football Club.
90 more minutes to decide who moves on. Los Angeles Football Club versus Alajuelense.
ESPN LA is Black and Gold.
Pre-game gets going tonight at 5:30 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Quarter before 3 p.m. on Mason in Ireland, the biggest show on the radio on a live imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence. It's time for Game of Games. The one and only Jacob Imrani is in studio.
Hey, Jacob.
Call Jacob. Of course, you know when you've got an accident. Only one number you need, Mace. 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789. Oh, hold on. I love when I get to hold up his picture every morning. And call Jacob.com. Jacob, how are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Beautiful.
Great to see you, man.
It's great to see you.
Oh, man, it's great to be here.
So I want everybody to take a minute and write down these 3 words. Okay. Hooper, Snooper, or Lakersfield. Hooper, Snooper, or Lakersfield. So I'm going to give you a name. You tell me if it's a player in this year's NCAA tournament, a hooper.
Okay.
A famous detective character from movies or TV, a snooper, or Lakersfield, somebody who is associated with the city of Bakersfield.
Okay.
So those are the 3.
Which is where we will be on Friday.
Exactly.
Like it.
All right, so we've got Jacob. Let's see, I'll keep score here. Jacob, John, BC, and M. Here we go. Number 1, Devin McLaughlin. Devin McLaughlin. Is that a hooper, a snooper, or Lakersfield, Jacob?
Hooper.
Says Hooper. Ireland.
Hooper.
Hooper. BC.
Snooper.
Snooper. And M.
Lakersfield.
Correct answer. He is a hooper. He plays for Vanderbilt.
What's Lakersfield again?
So we are going to be broadcasting from
Bakersfield.
Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tejon on Friday. So we're doing
Which is in Bakersfield.
Which is in Bakersfield.
Got it.
And John wants us to call it Lakersfield because when the Lakers play there, it's wild.
Oh, fine. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
So I've got Jacob 1, John 1, BCM yet to score. Number 2, Carson Cooper. Carson Cooper. John, is that a hooper, a snooper, or Lakersfield?
Carson Cooper. I'll go Hooper.
Going Hooper. BC.
Lakersfield.
Lakersfield. M.
Lakersfield.
Lakersfield. Jacob.
Snooper.
The correct answer. He is a hooper.
Woo.
Plays for Michigan State. So
Yeah,
John
he played
is
against
taking the
UCLA
lead.
last week.
Oh, there you go. Number 3, Seth Trimble. Seth Trimble. Is that a hooper, a snooper, or Lakersfield, BC?
Lakersfield.
Lakersfield. M.
Hooper.
Hooper. Jacob.
Lakersfield.
Lakersfield. John.
He plays for North Carolina, right?
Yes, he does.
Oh,
you were on
geez.
it. Yes, he plays for North Carolina. John got the hooper. Yeah, that is correct. Ireland has taken a 3-0 It's Ireland 3, Jacob 1, M1. BC, now you're going for lucky loser.
Yeah, BC.
I
you're
wasn't
looking
going
good
to,
now.
but
Yeah, now you should.
Oh, you
All right.
liar.
John knows his basketball players. In
Yeah,
college.
but wait till he gets to the other guys. That's when I'm in trouble.
Lawrence Tibbet. Lawrence Tibbet. Is that a hooper, a snooper, or Lakersfield? We're starting with M here.
Snooper.
Says a snooper. Jacob.
Snooper.
Snooper. John.
Why not? Snooper.
Snooper. BC.
Tell me Hooper.
Correct answer. You guys all missed it. Lakersfield. He's a renowned Metropolitan Opera baritone born in the city of Bakersfield.
Who cares about the opera? I'm with Timothy.
I'm with Chalamet. Screw the opera.
Screw the opera and ballet and all arts that aren't acting. All right, number 5. Frank Bidart. Bidart. Frank Bidart. Is that a hooper, a snooper, or Bakersfield? Let's start out with Jacob on this one.
Snooper.
Says a snooper. John.
I'll go Lakersfield.
Lakersfield. BC.
Hooper.
Hooper. M.
Snooper.
Snooper. Correct answer. Lakersfield.
Boom.
Pulitzer Prize winning poet born in Bakersfield. Frank
Who cares?
Bidart. Again, poetry. What a wasteful. Who spends their time doing that, Chalamet? All right. Numbers. Ireland, you've got a significant lead here.
All right, see if I can keep
may
from
have locked it up.
Ireland.
I'm going to keep from clippering this.
Ireland 4, Jacob 1, M1, and BC playing for lucky loser.
You're going to do it to me again, Brian, aren't you?
Okay, Brian.
Okay. Manpret Kaur. Manpret Kaur, and it's spelled K-A-U-R. Is that a hooper, a snooper, or Bakersfield? We're starting with you, Ireland.
I think we're due for a snooper.
Says snooper. Jacob.
Lakersfield.
Lakersfield. M.
Hooper.
Hooper. BC.
Hooper.
Hooper. The correct answer. Snooper.
Boom.
Actually, I take that back. It's Lakersfield. Sorry
Yes,
about that,
baby.
Jimmy.
Let's
Lakersfield. Had to reverse that.
Wait, did Brian get that right?
No, he said
Brian
Hooper.
missed it. That is a member of the Bakersfield City Council, Manpret Kaur. All right,
Manfred.
we're up to number 7 here.
Wait, what's the score now?
Ireland 4, Jacob 2, M1, BC nothing.
So me and Jacob have to go opposite of John,
Correct,
right? Okay.
yes.
You
And
got
we're
3
nearly
left,
eliminated.
Mace?
3 left.
Okay.
Peter Gunn. Peter Gunn. Is that a hooper, a snooper, or Lakersfield, Ireland?
I still think we're due for a snooper. I'm going snooper.
Snooper. Jacob.
Peter Gunn is a hooper.
A hooper. It's a great name for a hooper, right?
Yeah.
M.
Hooper.
Hooper. BC.
Lakersfield.
And the correct answer is
Lakersfield.
Snooper.
Boom.
Fictional detective created for the movies by director Blake Edwards.
So me and Jacob were
Jacob and
Brian,
Emily
if
are
you do
out.
this to me again,
Brian,
man, come on.
Brian.
Oh, I am going for the double today.
Yeah,
oh,
you
that's
are.
right.
Oh.
Ireland hit. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is a big moment for you, John.
All right, how many are left?
2.
Okay.
Jake Peralta. Jake Peralta. Is that a hooper, a snooper, or Bakersfield, John?
That sounds like a made up spy snooper. I'm going snooper.
Snooper. BC, what say you?
Lakersfield.
Correct answer. Snooper.
Boom.
He was a detective on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
9-9?
There you go.
Okay, so 1 left. If Brian misses this, he gets to the tiebreaker?
That is correct.
You bastard.
Okay, the last one. Horatio Kane. Is that a hooper, a snooper, or Lakersfield, Ireland?
That's a snooper.
BC?
Tell me Hooper.
It's a snooper. BC
God
has
dang
made it to the
Let's
final
go.
as the lucky loser.
I got 7 and 9, and I'm about to lose.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Okay, tiebreaker. Ready? Write something down here.
Okay.
What is the population of Bakersfield? Closest. You can go over, but closest. Population of Bakersfield. Otherwise known as Lakersfield. Brian's writing something down.
Okay.
Ireland's got a number. BC, you ready to go?
Yep, ready to go.
Okay, Ireland, what do you got?
I wrote down 500K.
500K. BC?
100,000.
100,000. Correct answer No, Ireland gets the double.
Wow.
It's 419,238.
Good thing I was allowed to go over.
Here's what I'm disappointed about, BC.
420 was right there.
420 was right there. It was
Ryan!
4,100.
Ryan!
It's 4,019.
You psyched yourself out.
Oh, it was right there for you.
Nobody could live there, right?
And John has a sizable lead on the month now. He has 6 wins.
Whoa.
I have 3 wins. Ramona has 1.
But
and Greg
remember,
has
you
1.
guys, I'm out. And is next week the double?
Yeah, next week is doubles.
And so I'm out 2 games. I'm out on the. Oh no, actually next weekend I'm looking at a calendar. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay.
Wednesday starts the double.
Got it.
So I'm out Wednesday,
Okay.
and then I come back. So you guys have a chance to catch up.
Okay, good. Good.
Mwah.
All right. Nice work, Ireland. BC, you came so close.
Right, it was right there for you. You could have 420'd me, too.
420 for the win.
Every time now, that's the answer.
I always find a way to make that the answer. So, Jacob, I had a great time on Saturday night. I was telling Ireland, I have a tendency to sometimes leave games a little early, but me and Juan were there on Saturday night in your box, and you had this unbelievable opportunity to go down on the court after the game.
Oh, yes, that was fun.
And shoot around.
Yes.
It was so much fun. Thank you for that.
My pleasure. It was actually a lot of fun watching a game this exciting with you.
Yeah.
Because half the time I would say something and then I'd have to look at you and say, right? I needed to have that confirmation because it was such a high – it was just such a high emotional game. We were up by so much, and then it looked like
Best game of the year,
Yeah,
Jacob.
it really was. And then it looked like we're going to give it up, and then we came back again, and then
thought,
it was
Jacob,
amazing.
I said on the air when Austin Reeves turned it over, and they were and Denver was up 2, and the shot clock was off. I said, "That's it. The Lakers just Austin turns it over, and Denver doesn't have to shoot." And I said, "That'll do it." And then Michael, of all people, who puts games away all the time, goes, well, something weird could happen. And, of course, the weird was that spectacular play
that was amazing.
by Austin Reeves, which I've seen Jacob tried maybe 100 times, and I never have seen it work until Saturday.
And it just bounced to perfection, and then he was the one who got it back, and he's the one. And then, as Braun said, we wanted to give the ball for the last shot, give it to our guy, which it was so good to hear. And then Luka Magic, man, made it happen. It was amazing. Probably, at Crypto, this is probably the most happening in terms of crowd involvement as I've seen all year.
I would agree. To the point, Jacob, where you sponsor Fan of the Game, right?
Oh, my God, this kid was unbelievable.
This kid, was so memorable. And so it was this little kid dressed in a Lakers jersey that LeBron said after the game he noticed that kid and it fired everybody up.
He was like 4 years old and knowing how to, pump everybody up over and they kept going to him over and over again. And he kept playing the parts.
Every time he knew he was there, he was pounding his chest and yelling. It was unbelievable.
It was
now,
amazing.
He was your fan of the game, right?
Yes.
He was the Jake. Now, do we have access to, we'd like to get his parents on?
Absolutely. So, he was the Call Jacob fan of the game, which is exciting, and we're trying to reach out to him and bring him in as, you and I spoke.
Yep.
And I think it's so exciting to know that a kid, maybe 4 or 5 years old, is never going to forget this moment.
Yep.
And he's gone viral.
Yep.
I mean, everybody.
We were putting him on the YouTube channel.
And everybody's reposted him. It's just been incredible.
He's a meme and a great one.
And you know what? That's the greatest thing about it, right? A little kid can make such a difference. A great win. That was a big win for the Lakers.
Yeah.
You and I talked about that.
Yep.
They got another great win last night. And this is a momentum, right? They're getting hot at the right time, staying healthy, beating the right teams, and beating Houston is huge because you want Houston. You want to beat Houston again.
Yeah, tomorrow night you got a chance to clinch the tiebreaker against Houston.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, which is fantastic. They got a tiebreaker. If they win tomorrow night, they got a tiebreaker against everybody except Phoenix, right, John?
Right. Phoenix has the tiebreaker over the Lakers, and Houston is yet to be decided. Whoever wins the game tomorrow night has the tiebreaker.
Yeah, exactly.
And, John, I have a quick question for you, if I may, really quick.
Sure.
It's pretty amazing. We always talk about how great the players play, but we really need to give some credit to JJ for coming up with this defense that is now double-teaming some of the best players and really kind of throwing them off.
Yeah.
Because, going toe-to-toe against Kevin Durant last night, you may have not had the result we had, but being able to be creative in these games, I think is really good in order to be able to make their defense look even better than they are.
Yeah, you're 100% right. And another way of saying that is there's an art to winning an ugly game. You've got to win games on nights where your shots aren't there. And last night, Austin, as I often talk about, is my favorite player on the team. He had one of his worst shooting nights of his career. He was 0 for 8 from 3, 5 of 18 from the field. But he impacted that game. He had a bunch of key alley-oops to LeBron, and he played good defense. And if you can win when your shooters are off, when your offense isn't there, that's a really good sign. And last night was one of those nights where the Lakers probably didn't deserve to win because they played so bad offensively, but their defense won the game.
And you got to give Ayton his flowers because he had 2 nice close to the basket shots when the game was really close, and he just opened up in the last minute.
Yeah. So generally speaking, I thought you could play some basketball too. Jacob took me to the rack a couple of times.
Yeah, you and I had a little one-on-one.
We had a little one-on-one
there.
action there. Yeah, I'd got to learn how to move my feet.
Hey, you made some nice shots.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And on both baskets.
I know what you mean.
And I'm glad we got a chance to do it without hurting ourselves. That was the best part of it.
Nobody got injured. That was the important thing.
That's right.
All right. Hey, don't forget Game of Games is brought to you by Call Jacob, the injury hotline. He's the guy. He's the guy you want. 800-345-6789. By the way, also the lead sponsor on Mason Plus, the new show that does on the ESPN LA YouTube channel.
Super excited about that.
It's really great to have you as part of that project as well, Jacob. We love you.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next for you, Super Crosstalk. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Purple and gold-blooded. The Lake Show play here.
Tomorrow, it's round 2 in Houston. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Houston Rockets run it back at the Toyota Center for the second straight showdown.
LeBron to Reeves, three-pointer. Good. Lakers lead.
Same court, same matchup, but a whole new battle as both teams adjust. Coverage begins tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Every dribble, every dunk. This is the home of the Lakers. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey, everybody, it's Cappy, and I know that a lot of people around are getting sick right now. You are not imagining this. It's real. Doctors have said this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. And listen, I was just away visiting some friends up in Mammoth, and everybody was coughing and sneezing, and I don't know about you guys. I can't get sick. I'm sure you can't get sick. So now what I've done is I've ordered a medical emergency kit. Now, when you have a medical emergency kit, it's like having an urgent care or a pharmacy right in your home. No waiting for a doctor, no hours at urgent care, no lines at a pharmacy, no co-pays. I'm telling you that you get things like a generic Z-Pack to help you get well faster and handle what are really a bunch of common and in some cases more serious illnesses. But let's get you and your family to have this care kit in your home. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in just minutes, and it's shipped to your door immediately, and we'll save you $45 when you use our promo code 710. It's urgentcarekit.com/710, urgentcarekit.com/710, and you're saving $45.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
What is up, Travis Rogers?
I'm ready for WBC finals.
Yeah, that's right. Tonight. Eduardo Rodriguez, right?
The guy that wouldn't want to pitch for the Dodgers.
Didn't want to come to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
It's like, I think they're going to light him up tonight. Let's light him up.
I hope so.
I don't like our pitcher.
No,
granted, he's in the Mets rotation. He's a real pitcher and all that. But
he's a prospect, I think, is the highest compliment that you could pay him for what's going on right now. But he's not particularly accomplished. He's all potential at this point.
Yeah.
I do like that they put Will Smith in instead of Cal Raleigh in the starting lineup. That's
like
kind of
that.
fun.
Yeah.
It's not too often you see a guy that hits 60 home runs get benched.
I know.
That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. It should be fun.
I can't wait. I've absolutely loved this tournament. I've loved everything about it. And I'm a baseball guy, so I like most baseball that I watch.
Too.
But when it's played with stakes, the way that this tournament is played, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, no, it's been really, really fun.
Yeah.
So we were talking about Emmett Sheehan a little while ago.
Okay.
And the over-under number in Vegas, because we gamble on everything, the over-under in Vegas is 10 wins.
Ooh.
Do you think Emmett Sheehan will surpass 10 wins this year, given the fact that, we're not going to see Blake Snell early, not going to see Shohei early? He's going to be out there every 5 days.
Yes, I think he will. But for two reasons. Number one, he's more than talented enough to win 10 games.
Yes.
He clearly has the demeanor. Like, he pitched some really important innings for the Dodgers in the postseason.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the second thing is what you said, too, that Snell is going to miss time. Glasnow always misses time. There's no guarantee that Sasaki's going to stick in the rotation long term. Shohei, they're going to be very, very careful with. And then you've got Yamamoto, who pitched every turn in his time, or every time that it was his turn last year, pitched through the postseason, got cranked up for the WBC early this year. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few weeks where maybe he takes a breather or needs a little bit of a rest. So, yeah, I think he's going to get – if he stays healthy, he gets it easy. Now that I kind of walk myself through it.
I announced my entire fantasy baseball league that he's my sleeper of the year.
It's a good call.
I intend to have Emmett
It's a
Sheehan
very
on my
good
roster.
call.
Yeah. By the way, you've never played fantasy, or have you ever played fantasy baseball?
I did it in your league once.
Did you? I forget.
BK and I co-managed the team, but
That's right.
but Brian did 98%.
Oh, did he really?
That's not even right. Brian did 100% of the work.
The funniest thing about our league is that it is National League only. And so I know every setup guy. I know every closer. I know every middle infielder.
You got to go deep with that.
I know everybody who might get 10 steals. I mean, all that stuff.
10? That's a low threshold, yeah.
But, seriously, valuable, right? You get those 10 steals out of somebody. But we go really deep. I think everybody here has been in this league at least once.
Who's closing for the Rangers?
That's AO.
See, no, I said National League only.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
National
Okay,
League
hold
only.
on. Hold on. I'm testing you. This is good.
And the league hasn't started yet.
If you were I got one for you.
Yeah.
So the Padres are kind of on the fence about whether Mason Miller is going to pitch tonight.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
Would you let him go, John? If you were
absolutely.
If he was a Dodger,
1 inning,
and they'd used him the way they've had through this thing, you'd let him ride.
Oh yeah, 1 inning.
Okay, I don't think that's wrong, but I would at least think twice.
Would you let him ride? Are you going to?
Yeah,
by the way, they've not made an announcement, have they?
No. But I would think twice about it. I mean, they're asking these guys to do things they typically don't do in March. These are full competitive pitches, full velocity, max effort pitches in a period of time where they're typically kind of ramping up.
Who's closing for the Brewers?
Wait a minute. Abner Uribe?
I don't know. Is he?
I
think it's Abner Uribe.
I'm not in the NL only fantasy league.
I think it's Abner Uribe is the closer for the Brewers. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah,
testing your knowledge.
Testing my knowledge. I wasn't ready for a podcast today, but I'll go Abner Uribe for 100. So, by the way, the Lakers at this point. I mean, you heard the call last night. You saw the game last night. They are playing out of their minds right now.
John, by the way, fantastic calls. Just a blast. I've been watching them over and over again, but they match what's going on. And I know we're going to talk about this on our show, and I'm guilty of it. I keep moving the goalpost. Like, I still can't believe what I'm seeing, even though it seems like it's a streak. Like, you held Kevin Durant to one of his worst halves. Jamal Murray was rendered moot at certain points. Anthony Edwards had a tough time against this defense. It seems like a fluke, or maybe it's JJ.
A lot of it is JJ, but there's two reasons why, DeMarco, that the Lakers have won 9 out of 10 and 6 in a row. The biggest reason is LeBron has embraced his role as the number 3 guy on the team. They're no longer arguing or fighting over the ball. There's no longer a pecking order that includes LeBron at the top. He is completely comfortable. He has averaged under 15 attempts for all 6 games of this winning streak. And when Luka eats first, Austin eats second, and LeBron eats third, the Lakers are just really hard to stop. That's number one. The other thing is they've figured out their defense. They smothered Houston in the fourth quarter. Every time Durant got the ball, they double-teamed him, and every time he did throw out of the double team, the Lakers stole it. I think they ended up forcing 21 turnovers, maybe even more than that. I'd have to look it up. But they were great all night defensively. So those two things, LeBron in the third guy role and the defense, have made all the difference in the world.
Was there a come-to-Jesus moment, or is it just an understanding that clearly we're better with him in the third spot, LeBron, or is there
I hope it wasn't a tough sell.
A conversation about it?
About what?
About sliding into that third role.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. JJ's talked about it.
Yeah.
He said he's had long – Mace, we had that the other day.
Yeah, we had that. He said JJ and he have had conversations about the best way forward, and clearly LeBron has accepted.
I just hope it wasn't a tough sell to LeBron.
It doesn't sound like it was at all.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is, in that Denver game, it's like when LeBron dove on the floor after that ball, it changed the narrative a little bit about who LeBron is on this team. Like today we were getting really positive calls about LeBron because he was doing the dirty work. And it's funny how that one moment changed the way that some people feel about him right now.
I'm not surprised. I mean, when was the last time that he had to do the dirty work?
The dirty work,
right?
yeah.
It's just not what he's asked to do. That's typically not what you have one of the guys that scored 40,000 points.
Yeah, right.
Do at that point, and that he's done it seemingly willingly is going to change people's minds.
Think about it. For the first time in his life.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go back to when he was playing boys club in Cleveland when he was 10,
Yeah.
and he's always been the focal point.
Yeah.
And every team he's been on, he's had the ball. And he's been the reason that team goes as far as they do. But on this team, he doesn't need to be that. And watch how willingly he gives up the ball to Luka and Austin now.
Yeah.
It's just not – I mean, I don't know how they convinced him to do it or if he needed convincing at all. But the fact that he's doing it has made a huge difference.
Does DeAndre Ayton understand what the opportunity is for him if you just play like you finished the game?
But what
if
he
you
would
play
say,
like that all the time?
Yeah, he would say, DeMarco, that he didn't come here just to rebound and play defense. And what I would say is, yes, you did. You came here to rebound and play defense. And when you do those two things, you are invaluable to us.
Doesn't anyone tell him the truth? Like, can
they
anyone?
all do.
Who? Everyone?
Oh, yeah, Michael talks to him because he's from the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And he says, look, man, and DeAndre's thing is when he doesn't finish with a lot of points, he'll say, well, I can't give myself the ball. My argument would be you don't need the ball. Go get rebounds. Go get putbacks. Go and by the way, if they start doubling and tripling Luka and LeBron and Austin, you're going to get a lot of open shots. Just be ready. Your time will come. But when he plays that role, then the Lakers are even harder to beat. They're just playing really good right now.
It seems like you're asking him to shoot the ball underhanded for free throws. Like he just doesn't want to do it, or is he not capable of doing it?
I think he is, but winning tends to wipe away a lot of ills. And now that they're winning, everybody wants to be a part of that, that they're winning. Like, for example, I'm a big Luke Kennard guy. Luke Kennard had a bunch of open threes last night. He didn't make them.
Yeah, just didn't hit him.
And we won anyway.
Yep.
So, I mean, when you win on nights where your best guys aren't at their best, that's a really good sign.
Hey, let me pivot back real quick because we're going to wrap up soon. Mason Miller.
Mm-hmm.
This is a crazy streak. You know the streak?
It's 158?
No, he's thrown 272 consecutive pitches without allowing a hit.
It's bananas.
272 consecutive pitches, no hit.
And he struck out like the last 65 outs he's recorded, 57 of them have been via strikeout.
He's thrown 35 pitches more than 100 miles an hour in the World Baseball Classic. He's crazy.
That's why I'm sure the Padres are like, okay, let's at least. I mean, if this were Edwin Diaz, for instance, I'm not saying you wouldn't let him pitch, but you'd at least have the conversation.
Right, and I think the question probably tonight is, do you have to pitch him?
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe you can win the game without pitching him.
Maybe not. Maybe I should say. But it's one of those things that, okay, let's say they have
4-1, do you need to go to
Hell yes.
Miller? Well, maybe go to David Bednar.
I mean, if it's 10-1, no.
Right.
But if it's 5-1, yeah. I'm not letting the guy get on base. This guy hasn't given up a hit in, how long did you say, 250-some batters? 272 pitches. So, yeah, no, I'm not. Let's end this thing. Let's go win the whole thing.
All right.
And he's a Padre. Pitch his arm off. What do I care?
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah. There you go.
Exactly. All right. Hey, one last thing I wanted to mention. My new podcast is out now. It's called Mason Plus. It's on the ESPN LA YouTube channel, on Apple, on Spotify. Joe Davis is the first guest. Talks about stuff that he normally doesn't, like Adam Sandler movies and
Love it.
Martin Scorsese, and he talks about his view of how he called Game 7, which is surprising. All that stuff on the podcast. So, again, ESPN LA YouTube channel and Apple and Spotify. Guys, have a great show leading up to the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, a couple hours away.
Talking Lakers, all that stuff. Ireland, have a good night at Mastros.
All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, tomorrow we are back
Tower.
at noon.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time.